Bah. Oh god, I'm sorry I'm late. I'm so late. I better shut my door. My sister's gonna wake up. Yeah, give me a second. Let's go back to my PC. Give me a second. Okay. Alright. Oh my god, sorry. Good evening, chips. It's fishing time. Sorry. Hey, it's fishing time, Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry, I'm so late. There's so much that happened today, and I'm running on about 3 hours of sleep. Thank you for being late. I haven't been able to start cooking yet. What time is it for you, Prinny? Guys, I know I haven't posted the pictures of my pancakes. Can I start eating them? I'm so hungry. I haven't eaten anything. Wait, no, I had something when I... Oh, wait. Oh. I feel like I must have eaten something today. I had, No, I didn't. I haven't eaten anything. I had a cup of coffee. That's all I've had. No, not as usual. I've been busy, so... busy as usual? No, it's not always like this bad. It's not always this bad. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. Oh, the cleaning lady started super late and I'm just packing up now. No! Wow. That's okay. It's afternoon tea for you. It's afternoon tea. Okay. Firstly, Verselsi, welcome to the Overclock memberships. I don't know who you are. But I hope you don't make yourself a stranger. Please, make sure you say hi or something. Well, thank you so much for joining the Overclock membership. W Verselsi. Did you eat any of the M&S snacks? No, I gave a whole bag of them to my sister to take to school. I kept 2 croissants for myself. Oh, that's right. I did eat something. I had half a scone. So I had half a scone with my coffee. I should have it with my tea, but I had it with my coffee instead. Hold on, 1 second. So I was just busy today. So I gave So last night I was up. Usually I stay up until about 7, like 8 basically in the morning. And then once my sister's at school, then I go to sleep until 3, right? But I was so busy getting stuff done, I didn't end up sleeping until about 12 in the afternoon, and 12 noon, I should say. Obviously, my sister came home at 3:30, so yeah, I only had 3 hours of sleep. Well, because I don't think I fell asleep at 12 exactly. So I say about 12:30. Sister came home at 3:30, and literally as soon as she came home, she was yelling my name, so fish, fish, waking me up. So I only had about 3 hours of sleep, and I'm very, very, very tired right now. I'm very tired. But yes, Vaselsi, thank you so much for joining the Overclock memberships. YT Vlog, thank you so much for the gifted membership. WYT Vlog. Igneous, thank you for 14 months. Wow, 14. Cheers to soggy pancake dinner. It's gonna go soggy if I don't eat it. Hold on, I'm gonna eat it even though you guys don't see it. I need to take a bite. You guys can just imagine what it tastes like. It's delicious. Oh my god, it's delicious. That's all you need to know. My pancakes are delicious. I'm so good at making pancakes. Like, I genuinely think it might be the best thing I make ever. Okay, now I took a picture before I started chewing it, so I'm gonna upload it. I was just trying to talk at the same time, but you guys know I'm not capable of multitasking, so I'm trying my best now. Now, usually I make very, very beautiful pancakes. Admittedly, today's pancakes are not beautiful. Today's pancakes were made in a rush. Made in a very big rush. So, the shapes are all like wobbly and the browning is still okay. But you know... Oh no, it's not too bad actually. So Simple, thank you so much for the gifted membership. Oh my god, yes, Pastel got it. Welcome, Pastel. Welcome. But yeah, I was like rushing to make these, so they still don't look bad though. They look fine. I'm just being picky because I know I can make them better. And I also made like blueberry and clotted cream ones. I know I'm being really greedy because that's about 6 pancakes. That's about 6. I don't think I can eat all. I can't eat all of that actually thinking about it, but I just, you know, challenge yourself. It's all about life's about personal challenges, and I mean, even if it's just eating one bite, I can put it in the fridge, right? It'll be fine, right? But the blueberry and clotted cream one looks really ugly, obviously, because the blueberries are just like massive, you know, black, you know, round. They look like dog noses. or red panda noses. You need to offset it with raspberries to keep the color looking nice, right? And I didn't do that because I didn't have any. I should have put the blueberries in the batter instead. That's what I should have done. But I didn't think about that until afterwards. I forgot I had blueberries. イギリス人は毎日フィッシュ&チップスを食べてると思っています。え？他じゃないの？毎日食べるわけないでしょ？ちょっと何言ってるの？ but yes, hold on, I'm just trying to get the pictures. Yeah, so it looks really, really, it looks really ugly. It looks so ugly. So I don't know if I'm going to show you the pictures of this one. It looks so bad. It just looks... I think, yeah, because it looks like, you know... I think red panda noses are very cute. But, like, you don't want to see them on your pancakes, you know? They stain the red panda... Okay, the pancakes, I mean. They stain the pancake surface. If it stained the surface, I'd be completely okay with that. Now, the problem with these blueberries... So, I didn't buy these. I usually buy my... I know you guys are going to be like, oh my god, M&S chill, but... I usually buy my fresh fruits from M&S. Because in M&S, the fruits are, like, the really good quality ones. And they last like much longer, and they're just best quality ones. My stepdad gave me these blueberries, and I guess because they're not really in season right now, they kind of not nice. Like they're not red or purple or whatever. They're just like when I squish them, because I squished them to make them try to make their appearance look a bit better. They're like green inside. So they look really ugly. There's like black bugs on my screen. All right, let me just crop the photo and then I'll upload it. But yeah, he basically bought bad blueberries, and I don't want to eat it. But I've already put. So I thought maybe I can put it on my pancakes. That's really unripe. Yeah, I want to chew on my... These blueberries have been sitting in my fridge for over a week, like to the point where some of them are growing furry. Oh yeah, these don't taste nice. Wait, I'm getting an allergic reaction. Oh no, wait, guys. I think I became allergic to blueberries. Oh my god. Did Did I become allergic to blueberries? My tongue is getting spicy. Guys, I think I'm allergic to blueberries now. Oh no! I thought I was okay with them. That's why when my stepdad gave them to me, I was like, yeah, it's okay, because he was trying to give me like apples and strawberries as well, and I told him I couldn't. Because I was allergic. He's like, oh, what about the blueberries? Because he bought these all when I went to stay, when my sister went to stay, you know, at, you know, my stepdad's house, like 2 weeks ago now. Oh, and obviously we didn't eat them, and then, oh my god, I think I'm allergic. This is the worst. Are you sure they're not moldy? No, you can see. Do you think I'm blind? Do you think I'm gonna have eyes? I was born yesterday. Oh no. I'm like getting allergic to every fruit now. It's like as the older I get, more gets added to the damn list. I'm gonna do another one. What is wrong with me? I'm gonna stop eating and show you the picture. Can I just actually throw these berries away? So I don't keep eating them because I'm stupid. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna get my picture ready and then you might have to do a proper allergic reaction test to see. No, I don't need to. I can just stop eating them. I don't have to eat them. Hold on, give me a second. Let's see. That's really sad. It's like, what can I eat now? The list of fruits is dwindling down. Okay. Ta-da! My pancakes for today. Okay, I'm gonna go and throw these blueberries away. Just give me a second. Is that caramel on your pancake? Why, yes, it is caramel on my pancake. I'm being gluttonous today because I've barely eaten anything today. I had half a scone. I deserve to have caramel on my pancakes. I deserve it. There's no way I don't deserve this. In fact, I deserve to have clotted cream on my pancakes too. Put all the fat on my pancakes. But hold on. Let me catch up. Yoshi, thank you so much for this super chat. Busy today, but I want to stop down and say hi. Hello. Hello, I'm pressing your head. Many people with bananas today, very good taste. Oh yeah, I need to have a look at the what you guys made. Europe doesn't have syrup. Man, you're as dumb as... I'm not gonna compete. Of course we have syrup, you idiot. I put syrup on my other pancakes. I'm not hearing the picture of the other pancakes, so it looks bad. Alright, hold on. Ah! Guys! No, hold on, give me a second. Ate yours 3 hours ago? That's completely okay. I realize this is very American time zone right now. Just give me a second. Give me a second. Alright. I think I'm done. Right, okay, let's start from the beginning. I'm very tired, everyone. 1 AM Pancake is a fun experience. Are you having that? Is that now? Is that going eating yours now? Well, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat mine while I talk. I can't multitask, but I'm gonna try my best. Let me just split these pancakes up because I'm like stack them to make them look good. I need to do the you know that pancake place, eggs and things. I need to do what eggs and things do. Instead of making it into one long stack, they basically put 3 and they split it across the plate. And that looks basically more attractive. I'm so stupid. I know that's what I should be doing, but I like to stack it in a tall stack because I feel like that's really American as well. It makes it look very gluttonous when you do that. Does England have maple trees? Firstly, you didn't specify maple syrup. We usually have golden syrup. Secondly, importing is a thing. You gotta use your brain, alright? Importing is a thing. How do you think Canada makes money from their maple syrup? Is it only Canadians who eat it? I was tempted to make beans on pancakes, and you have no idea how hard it was to resist the urge. I don't think the texture would go right. Like, beans works on toast because, you know, of the crunchy bread, you know, toast texture. I'm done with these pancakes. I'm hitting the gym with all I got. Okay, hold on. Let me see everyone's pancakes. Let me stop eating and actually have a look at the food channel. Oh, let me see. Oh, there's a lot of people posting pancakes today. Okay, why does Skit the glizzy gobbler meal? The throat poker plat. For anyone who's not in the Discord, there is a culinary chat, so where people post food stuff. Skit posted a tweet of a plate full of hot dogs. Oh, Skit's here. Drake replied to it saying the glizzy gobbler meal. Zero replied to it saying the throat poker platter. Why is that the first thing I see? First time making American style pancakes. Oh yeah, Stinky. They look like American style pancakes. Basically, that's what I've made, American style pancakes. There's only 2 on my stack though. There's 2. But yeah, I think you've made them right. I mean, they look like. It looks like your fire was too high. Your heat was too high, it looks like. Maybe too much oil or whatever in the pan as well. But it says it looks like the correct style of pancake. Okay, let me see if I can like stack everyone's pictures and put them on stream. Okay, give me a second. Flames replied to Stinky's pancake saying, other than wondering how it looked like, ended up looking like a topographical map. Pancakes. Wait, Edward, you didn't make those, did you? It looks like you're in a shop. Paper plate. I know Americans love their paper plates. Paper plates. Giving their paper plates in restaurants. Might order some pancakes for dinner looking at this. Big Ed, thank you so much for 11 months. Yes, because Americans can. They can have savory pancakes. You do be gobbling glizzies. You made them? Whoa, they look like something you get from an American diner. And the browning on your pancakes are really good as well. But my question is, why are you eating on a paper plate? Aren't you at home? Oh my god, Zaku just made a cake. Zaku made a cake with a little, you know, little swirl of cream, a squirty cream on top. Oh yeah, I don't know which ones I should post. Stinky, do you want me to post your banana and syrup one? Or banana and honey one? Or just your plain butter one? Oh my god, Drake! Drake is so good. Drake just has a knife sticking in his eye. So funny. You skipped one? Your burger one? I don't think that's the kind of pancakes we're talking about today. I guess I can post your... Well, I'll just post your butter one, because it's like a very American-looking stack. Give me a second. Zaku made performative pancakes? What the hell? Performative. He made a cake! The butter wouldn't stay still. Yeah, it slides around, doesn't it? So you just stabbed it? You stab it so it slides off the knife instead? Okay, give me a second. Let me get all these pictures up on stream. Maybe we can do like a pancake rating. Alright, hold on. Let's babies? Okay, there. Okay. Ooh! Surprisingly, it stays still better than the pancakes. Oh, that knife showed it. That knife taught it a lesson. Okay, hold on. Like, line them up at the bottom. It was your first time making pancakes? Oh my god, and you made them performative? Just for me? That'll be hitting. Hold on, let me just scroll. So, we've got Stinkies, we've got Edwards. Edwards performative American looking pancakes. American diner pancakes. It's literally, his one is literally like, it's so American. It's got the bacon, it's got the syrup, and it's even got a paper plate. It's so aggressively American, I'm not sure what to say, honestly. Then we've got Zaku's French cake with the squirty cream. Performative pancakes. Let's see. Sorry, I am cropping these because some of these pictures are a little bit big, but hope you guys don't mind. Paper plates are American fine china. It's so like, to me, it kind of screams American diner. Alright, and then we've got Drake's. Okay, with Drake's, his one's kind of artistic. I don't know if I can crop this. He's like modeled the entire, like, he's doing what the photographers do, where they like make the setting, you know? Cut and crop Drake's. Alright, guys, this is what we've got. This is the lineup. Alright, so let me just, I'll keep mine here. And then, alright, so here, let's look at Stinky's first, since his one was submitted first. Stinky tried making American-style pancakes. Would you look at that? Now, what makes them American? Well, Japanese people call these hotcakes. They're basically thick and like, because, okay, in the UK, when we eat pancakes, we basically eat crepes. Like, it's really, really thin. American ones are really thick and fluffy. So I think he's gone for very typical American thick pancakes with a slab of butter on top, just like how you see it in the TV shows. Alright, that's Stinky's submission. And next, what we have... we have Edward's one. Hold on, let me put these in the corner somewhere. Edward's one. Ta-da! Now look at him with his very American paper plate. Oh my goodness. I thought he was in a diner. Yes, I thought he was in a diner because these look like very diner, you know, pancakes. I was quite impressed. Very, very nice browning. Very even browning. Again, American style hotcakes. What is that on the paper plate? What does that say? Let me see. Did he steal this from a restaurant? Compostable. Oh, I see. Okay. Strips of bacon, and we can see some maple syrup in the corner. Very, very American out of 10. Cafe de Renly. We're going to this cafe. We want to be served on paper plates. And then we've got the kittens. The kittens' performative pancakes. With squirty cream piled on top. You've never been to a diner with paper plates? Okay, for some reason paper plates make me think of America though. Maybe American parties with the red cups, the red solo cups. Okay, so these, they have a very, very round and even shape. Almost like he used a shaper. Look how clean those edges are. I think this batter looks very loose. So, it must have been kind of hard to control the shape. And then he's put some fancy fruit on top. Are those, nectarines? With some, you know, something that will give me an allergy attack. But it was very, very fancy. And with a swirl of cream on top. Just a dollop of cream. The thing of grill out parties and picnics. Okay, that's normal for a paper plate, I guess. Yes, nectarine. See, I know. I can tell my allergies are flaring up looking at it. Yeah, very nice pancakes. Very performative. Very beautiful. Very French. All right, and then we've got Drake's also very aggressively. Well, I'd say this is aggressively American in a very different way. This is a different kind of aggressively American. He's got the fish cup. He's got the maple syrup. He's got bananas for scale. He's got a slab of butter with a knife just put down there. Very American out of 10. They also, I think he's gonna eat the bananas with the pancakes. I'm not sure, but if he does, oh my god, same bestie. I'm eating bananas and pancakes too. Zadi's trying to kill fish with allergies. She could tell how much her tongue starts to tingle. You'll laugh. You're joking about that, but genuinely, yes. Yes. And then my tongue started tingling as soon as I saw it. Drake, where's your gun at? I think the gun was supposed to be below the fish mug on the side, like a utensil. But he was like, maybe I can't post that. Maybe I can't post that here. 6 whole bananas. Did you eat all bananas, Drake? Alright guys, it's my turn to enjoy my meal. I'm going to eat my pancakes. I'm so damn hungry. And I deserve it right now. Oh my god, my pancakes have gone cold, but they probably still taste really good. Oh my god, guys. I made the best pancakes in the world. I made the best pancakes in the world. No, I would never suggest choosing pancakes. Oh my god. Why do you think that about me? Oh my god. Don't you need surprise blueberries? No, so I made 2 different plates. 2 different stacks. There's no blueberries on this one. I feel like my last pancake stream, I put something on the pancakes that looked like blueberries. Unless it was blueberries. And it looked so bad that I took it off. Let me check. I must have photos still. No, I put red currants on it and it looks really weird. Eating good fish, we want a bite? Okay, go on guys. We're gonna have a bite. You guys can have a bite, come on. Here you are. Take a big forkful. Take it. If I could make you guys pancakes, I would. If they need to develop the technology of sending things through screens. And then I can open a cafe from my basement. Alright, I'm gonna be quiet while I eat. I'm sorry, I'm so hungry right now. Need taste vision. I think more than the taste as well as the texture of these pancakes is really, really good. I think I perfected my American like hot cake recipe, pancake recipe in Japan, because they make it really well. Did you use buttermilk? No, I don't use buttermilk in mine. But the recipe I use doesn't have... I mean, I don't think they're less authentic without buttermilk, because they taste like the ones that I, you can get in the American diners and stuff. I just use regular milk. Wow, this is so tasty. I think it's also because I'm so hungry as well. And I'm so tired. 3 hours of sleep. I'm running on 3 hours right now. I'm tired. I want to end it all. Ugh. Glad to see you enjoying the food. I think also I just miss like Japan. And I used to do the hotcake recipes in Japan, right? So I think I just miss eating that. Can I get the recipe? So the way I make it is I use plain flour, sugar, and I also use some cornstarch. And if you have like rice flour, you can use that instead, a bit of like rice flour to give it that kind of mochi mochi texture. If you don't, you can use cornstarch. I brought a bag of like mochi flour with me to the UK because I know it's not really possible to get that here. And I use like a bit of baking powder. I use milk and egg, and I also use just a little bit, just a tiny pinch of salt, and also just a bit of maple syrup as well. So the reason why we put cornstarch, in it, because you want to like reduce the gluten to make the pancakes really spongy and like really chewy. And I usually like add like the maple syrup or honey. You can put honey or even glucose, because you want it to stay like really like you want it to retain its moisture. You want it to stay like really juicy. Juicy is not a good word. But yeah, or you can even you can also, sometimes I use yogurt instead of the milk. So I think Cole was mentioning buttermilk. You can also use plain yogurt to make it like very squishy and tasty as well. And that's how you get like the sort of this bouncy, squishy, delicious hotcakes. So you don't have to like follow, obviously measurements are important. You just follow a rough ratio depending on how much you want to make. Now, the other question is, you guys used to ask me how I used to get like the perfect browning on the pancake. Browning your pancakes perfectly is all about heat control. So when you fry your pancake, you firstly make sure the pan is adequately heated. Secondly, you've got to make sure that the pan is not too oily. So what I do is I use like one of those oil sprays and I wipe it on the pan. Like I wipe it all over the pan, so there's no bits of oil, because when you get those kind of uneven browning, it's usually because there's also different like concentrations of oil in the pan and it's catching on that oil and burning. So the reason why it looks like a topographical map is for that reason. You have to basically spread the oil and wipe it off with a tissue. Secondly, you've got to make sure nice and warm as well. That's why the first pancake sucks. No, I make a perfect first pancake because, like I said, if you make sure the pan warms up properly, you won't get a bad first pancake. And that's the thing. Another mistake people do is making the pan heat too high. It really depends on your hob, but you've got to keep it medium to low heat, and ideally low. If you're using a small pan, make it a low heat. And you've just got to let it do its thing. So what I do is I put a lid over it. So I put it in small circle, ladle it in or pour it in. I put the lid on top, let it steam, and then when you see the pancake is starting to like make bubbles, especially around the edge, you very tentatively use your spatula and go around the rim of the pancake and see if it lifts. And if you're unsure, just lift it slightly and have a look at the color. Just like peek at the color. If it's a nice like toasty golden brown like my one, you know that you got to lift, you got to flip. So that's the time you carefully get your spatula underneath. If it's sticking, that means you've got problems with the heat. It shouldn't be sticking if the edges are brown and it's bubbling. And then you flip it with confidence, because if you don't flip it with confidence, it's gonna like bend and you're gonna make mistakes. So you flip it, and then the other side won't take too long to cook. You don't need to keep the lid on the pan for this part, and it'll brown nicely, very nice and crispy. Actually, it'll be a very nice flat browning on the other side, because when you flip it, it goes like splat, splat. It splats on the pan, and when it splats, it has a very flat surface area, so it becomes really crispy and nice. And that's how you make the perfect pancakes. Mine were a tad stodgy. I'll try the starchy yogurt trick next time. Yeah. If it's stodgy, just try to also how do you beat your eggs and your mixture? You've got to put the you've got to mix the egg and the milk together and incorporate it with the flour mix last. That also matters. I would suggest adding some honey and corn flour to make it softer, stinky. Buy, mix, and cook it according to the manual. Well, that's because you're in Japan, Maho. You're lucky enough where you can buy, I don't know, the morigana. Oh, I don't know. You can buy the pre-made you know, the Morinaga ones or something. What's the other brand? There's Morinaga and there's the other one. I can't remember. But you can buy the pre-made hotcake mix and you can get the perfect one. Japan loves their hotcakes. So, that's why, like, it's very easy just to buy a pre-made mix there and you get the perfect one. My family has a griddle, so we have the perfect temperature control of our pancakes. Ooh, American griddle pancakes. You have an electric stove at home? Heat control parts hard? No, actually, it's better with the electric stove. You can get a more consistent heating, actually, so you can do it. You just have to make sure you know the temperature of your pan. Just, like, hover your hand above the pan and see the, if it feels, like, too hot or not. My issue is making the pancakes too big. Flipping can be an adventure. Okay, what I try to do is make it smaller because they spread, right? If the mixture is quite thin, it'll spread. If it's quite thick, it won't spread, but just basically make it a bit smaller than you want. You wish I had a pancake left? No, you can't. It's midnight now. Not for the British chips. No pancakes for you. You like the fluffy Japanese pancakes or the standard flat ones? It's a good question. So the British crepes pancakes are really flat ones. I only like them when they're crispy. I don't like them when they're kind of soggy. I really don't. I do actually prefer the American ones or Japanese style ones. I say Japanese versus American. I do prefer the American ones. I don't really like the British ones too much. And when I went to Trader Joe's when I was in America, they also had the hotcake mix or the pancake mix in a box. And it was it was cinnamon roll flavored. And it was so delicious. Oh my god, it tasted perfect. It was like in Japan, like using the box mix in Japan. And it came with like this glazing. It was so sugary. It was so sugary and so American, but it was so delicious. And it really tasted like cinnamon, like a cinnamon bun. The pancakes. You're raised with crepes? Yeah, I mean, so was I, right? Because British people eat that too. How do you make the extremely tall ones? Okay, so for those ones, they have a special like metal ring they put in the pan. It's almost like a cookie cutter, but it's like a very long. So they have like a cookie cutter ring, a very long one in the pan, and they pour the batter into that, and then they steam it. They steam the pancake like an actual cake, basically. So that one requires equipment to make because you have to have that ring, and you also need to be very patient and good with heat control because you're basically steaming the pancake. Crepes have to be eaten as soon as they're cooked. They're sad, squidgy things. We let them go cold. Yeah, exactly, and that's why I don't really like them because if you don't make it like properly, then I don't know. I've had people make bad crepes before. Yeah, I love cinnamon roll pancakes. There's Trader Joe ones really good. If anyone wants to go to Trader Joe's and try them, they're so good. I love crepes. Strawberry banana ones are best. When they're like, okay, you know when they do it for like when you go outside and you buy at the store and they're like made into a cone shaped and they're like stuffed with cream and fruits and stuff. I like it like that. But British style is that you put it flat on the plate and then like you put something inside, like, lemon and sugar, or you put like, I don't know, mushroom and like, I don't know, ricotta or something, I don't know, and like you fold it. It's kind of, I don't know, I don't really like it. I think it's just not gluttonous for me enough for me. I want to feel like I'm eating something unhealthy. Konnichiwa, oishii desu ka? Oishii, mechcha oishii. And souffle pancakes are tall as well. Souffle ones are more like collapsing. They kind of collapse. What? What do you mean, what, Maho? As in, like, are you talking about the British crepe style? Like, the way we eat it? Yeah, it's like flat on the plate. Flat? That's so sad looking. Wait, let me see if I can find a picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Wait. Just give me 1 second. British crepes. Oh yeah, they do roll them up as well. Okay, so British people also roll them up. So we eat them rolled up and then we chop. Yes, we do eat them rolled up, don't we? Okay, it's either flat or it's rolled up. Let me find a picture of both. Oh my god, this looks so gross. This looks so gross. Like, people are trying to make this look fancy. It's not fancy. This is how. Okay, hold on. You guys ready for this? This is how. Let's see. This is how British people eat pancakes. Like this. Like this. They look like tortillas. They do. I think that's probably why mentally I don't like it too much. No, but sometimes they roll it like this. Sometimes they eat it like this. So, those crepes? Yes, but we call these pancakes in the UK. Like, when you say pancake to anyone in the UK, this is what they would think of. Not like the American style. Like, the pancakes on my right, we call that American style pancakes. On the left, this is just regular pancakes in the UK. Just give me a tortilla and I throw some sugar. Okay, no, but the texture's different from a tortilla. It's very, very thin. It's very thin, and it goes quite crispy as well. Does it perfect to you? You're French, sucker. Of course it does. But we do call them crepes actually. But they're also just known as pancakes here. I've been very gluttonous. I feel like a gluttonous bear. I'm eating the last 2 pancakes right now. Someone stop me. No, someone stop me right now. I need to stop making food so good. That sounds really big-headed. I didn't mean it like that. I mean, I'm gonna become a big back. But yeah, these are British pancakes, crepes. Right, give me a second. Just move this very quickly. Oh, give me a second. Okay. Okay. Ryu, thank you so much for the 4 months of Ogo membership. Thank you. W 4 months. The British don't use flapjack as a synonym for pancakes. No, we don't, because we have pancakes are an actual. I mean, flapjacks are an actual food. I don't know why Americans call something else a flapjack. It's very weird to us that you have like a different name for like a different item of food for flapjack. But it's the same with muffins, right? You guys have another thing for muffins, whereas muffins are cake for us. Right, there we go. Okay. Let me just crop the keyboard out. There we are. Did you ever make pancakes with bacon in them? I'm not a fat. I don't like bacon. Bacon is very, very fatty. Like when I eat bacon, I use it like very sparingly. I basically only eat them with a full English. Basically, I don't like eating bacon a lot because it gives me a tummy ache. It makes me feel really sick. And any kind of like just pork in general, I just don't like it. The flavor of pork doesn't taste as like clean as, I don't know, chicken or beef and lamb. It doesn't taste good to me. Like I will eat bacon if it's very crispy and with an English breakfast, but I always feel sick afterwards. But it's kind of like I know I'm gonna feel sick, so I mentally am preparing for it. But it gives me a really bad tummy ache. Like the fat, I think the fat percentage of like bacon and pork in general is just like it's just too high for me. American style pancakes are too much for me. But American style is the same as Japanese hot cake. Like, hotokeki is the same as American pancakes. It's exactly the same. Just can't eat until fish is done eating? No, don't say that. I eat slowly right now. I'm talking. What about cupcakes versus muffins? They're also very different. Muffins are very big, and they're like chunky, and they're large, and they have a very big mounded top. Whereas cupcakes typically have a flat top, and they're also very small. They're much smaller. Smaller case as well, and they're flat, because typically with a cupcake, you're supposed to put icing on the top. They're completely different cakes. Bacon is great in a bap. Yeah, I mean, okay, I would have it like in a bap or in a breakfast, but that's pretty much it. And if there were other options for a bap, I would go for another option. But sometimes I do have a random rare craving. Like a few weeks ago, I did have a bacon bap. I did with brown sauce, but that was like very rare sort of what's the word when you have the craving. Beef has too much taste. I don't hate the taste of beef though. I like the taste of beef. I prefer the taste of lamb, but beef is also tasty. But maho, for me, it really depends. Like I really like French beef dishes in particular, and for Japanese dishes, I only I like yakiniku. So not a big pork fan, maybe too much grease on it. Yeah, actually I spoke about this. So, pigs, right? They are actually quite similar to humans. Like, cows and sheep and chicken and everything, they have a different digestive system, right? And one of the reasons I think one of the reasons religion bans pork. Because I know a lot of people think, oh, it's just like an Islam thing. It's not just an Islam thing. I believe it actually started with the Old Testament, where they banned, the God banned eating pork because it's a dirty animal. Now, what people always commonly assume is that, oh, dirty is it because it rolls around in mud? No, it's dirty inside. Because it has a different digestive system. It has basically like a human digestive system, same as human. So I think that's why, like biologically, right? I think for another reason I really hate pork is because it smells. The pork fat smells very similar to like human, like dirty, sweaty human smell to me, and I really, really hate that. Like it really puts me off and makes me want to vomit, and I can't stand it because of that. Especially like when I've been living in Japan for a while, right? Every morning using the train, the commuter train. So Japanese people love eating pork. They eat pork so much that it comes out of their pores. Like they sweat and they just stink of like pork, especially in the morning. Like you can tell, these salarymen haven't showered or something, and the train is smelling like pork ramen or something. I like very rancid pork smell, and I'm just wanting to vomit. Like I have to wear a mask, obviously, but it's just so disgusting. Like it's just, the smell is so bad. I think from that I got put off from eating pork for life. No, they're actually pork made of pork at that point. So I think that really, I think being in Japan is maybe what made me hate pork the most. Like the smell of pork fat in the air, and like being in that kind of environment for so many years, like it just smelling it made me want to throw up, right? So I think that was kind of the final nail in the coffin for me. I just don't like pork. Like to me, if there's other alternatives, I'll eat the alternatives, right? So and I know like other people right, like college and skits say, yeah, pork, they're not really into pork, like pork's not that great. So any other meats do that to you? No, just pork. It's just pork. I mean, like I said, pork's the only one that's biologically similar to humans, and I'm thinking it's because of that. I feel like beef has more fat, but there's lean parts of beef, right? I can't eat fatty beef either, Maho, because when I eat fatty beef, I start throwing up. Like, I don't think my body can tolerate handling too much fat. So once I like gorged myself on really expensive yakiniku, and it's like really fatty beef. Oh my god, I was throwing up. I thought I had food poisoning. I didn't. It's just there's too much. I spoke to some other girls, and I don't know if this is just a girl thing, but I spoke to some other girls who used to eat like fatty. They also said the same problem. They eat very fatty like yakiniku. They start throwing up. So I think just as humans, right, we can't just have that much fat in our body. We can't ingest that much. So yes, beef can be fatty, but obviously I don't eat fatty beef. Like I eat very lean beef. What does brown sauce taste like? Apparently it's tamarind sauce. Apparently. I like baking small amounts custard and cooked with vegetables to give it some flavor. Yeah, that is different. See, I wouldn't mind it like that, but you know when I can taste like the bacon fat, it just doesn't taste clean to me. It's not a clean taste. I don't really like lamb. It's probably because the only lamb I've had was quite dry. UK does lamb amazingly. Like Welsh lamb is just the most delicious thing in the world. Lamb is kind of gamey. Eat lamb in the UK, you'll change your mind. I promise you. Humans do taste like pork. Yeah, like you know, cannibals have literally said that human meat tastes like pork. Because again, pigs are so biologically close to humans. We even have the same digestive system, right? So it's not really surprising that humans do like taste of pork. And I think when humans eat pork, their sweat starts smelling like pork too. And I can't stand it. Like it really, the smell of it is so like it actually makes me want to throw up. I've never eaten a human, so I can't compare. You don't need to eat a human. You can research what cannibals have said. Pork is the number one meat in China. I don't know. China is very big. I don't know what they eat normally though. Maybe it is pork, but they also have a lot of land, so they can have other cattle. They can have cattle there. Alright, good night, YT Borg. Fish's pancakes are so good. Blah, thank you. They're not as good as I usually make them, but I'm glad you think so. Hope you're doing well, Falcon. I didn't know pork had a smell. Probably because you're so used to... I mean, you've lived in Japan your whole life, right? And then you said you went to the Philippines. Philippines also eat like pork mainly. They taste like... I said because they smell like human, or humans smell like pork. I don't know, the other way around. Fatty parts can become overwhelming fast. Yeah, like I kind of like... became a glutton because I was being treated to yakiniku. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get all the expensive and nice, delicious cuts and all the fatty cuts. And I was like, bleh. Salad is underrated. Salad is so important to eat first. Which knows other girls? Most of my friends in Japan were girls. I'm a girls girl, guys. I know I'm very manly. I know I'm one of the lads, but the girls love me. What can I say? I hate eating the fat of the pork and beef. Yeah, I can't stomach beef fat. I really can't. I don't like lard. Tastes lardy. Yeah, see, exactly. Lard is disgusting. It smells so bad. Japanese lamb? No, don't talk about Japanese lamb. Oh my god, Japanese lamb is disgusting. Like, I didn't know lamb could taste so bad until I had lamb in Japan. I was so shocked. I was like, is this the same meat I've been eating my entire life? Like, I didn't realize UK's lamb was so delicious until I had the terrible one in Japan. I was so shocked. I was so shocked. Pork sweat is so chewy, so gross. Yeah, like when people get their pork sweats, especially like when you're in the morning commuter train in Japan. Oh my god, you have those smelly salarymen who probably didn't have a shower before work, who ate ramen. He got home from at 3 o'clock in the morning and had ramen, had a very porky ramen, maybe slept for like 3 hours, back on the train to get to work, and this thing called disgusting pork. Ugh, disgusting, absolutely disgusting. That was I had to go through that every day, guys. Fish really doesn't like pork. No, I don't like pork. I guess other meats. I pretty much only eat beef, chicken, and lamb in terms of meat. That's it. I want some scallion pancakes. I lost scallion pancakes. You know, in Japan, right, where I lived, there was like a Chinese, like a Oriental. What do you call them? There's like a Chinese shop, a Chinese supermarket next to my flat. And I used to go there just to basically buy the frozen scallion pancakes. And also there was like oh my god, China has really good, this is gonna sound really weird, China has really good crisps. So I used to go there because I don't really like Japanese crisps. So I had to go there to buy Chinese crisps, the scallion, frozen scallion pancakes. And I used to buy so there's this drink in China, they have this lemon tea drink. Oh my god, I don't know what it is, it's so delicious. God, I can't remember the name. Mono, maybe you recognize it. It's like the tea's kind of orangey colored, like lemon tea, and the label is like yellow, and I think the writing is white and it's got like a blue outline. I can't remember what that tea's called, but it's like a really famous like lemon tea brand in China. I love that one. Like I used to go there just to buy that drink. I think I'm not a smell detection system equipped human. Oh, are you not very good at like detecting scents then, Maha? Maybe that's good. Actually, that's good. You're lucky. So I wish I wasn't. So I sometimes think about how cows and humans have developed in opposite directions, digestively speaking. But it's not just cows, right? There's a lot of animals that chew the cud. And like, I do think as humans, right? We were probably made to digest animals that chew the cud. Like, I don't think naturally we were meant to eat animals that have the same digestive system as us, and even like biologically similar to us. Like I don't think that's healthy for our body. So, but that's just my opinion. But I think you know, religions kind of had something, you know, going there. They said don't eat certain animals. Maybe she gets all the girls from East and Manny. God, maybe I do hold, whenever I go out with Menno, I hold her hand. They probably think, oh my god, she's so manly, she's so cool. You can do papakatsu, still be a girl. It's usually the other way around. All the girls give me Lambos and like Discord Nitros, so I don't think I need to be the papakatsu. I didn't know lamb could survive in Japan. So they have the sheep in Hokkaido. So in Hokkaido, they have enough they have the good weather for it and also the space. They don't have space to grow, really have cattle in the rest of Japan. New Zealand lamb is pretty good as well, almost as good as Welsh lamb. I don't know if I've had New Zealand lamb, but I love British Welsh lamb. I hate pork. I'm telling you, like a lot of people hate pork. I know people think, oh yeah, pork's such a commonly eaten meat. Like people think, oh, it's just like, you know, the religious people that can't eat pork. It's not just religious people. Pork actually just tastes bad. Most of the time. BO smells both disgust me and irritate me. Oh my god, well, it depends. Like some BO, it's like when it has a really dirty kind of smell. Like some people just have a sweat that doesn't like smell sharp and offensive to your nose. Like you can like, you know, not die when you smell it. But some of them, it smells so bad, like it's literally hitting the back of your throat, and oh my god, it's so bad. Sounds like fish lived in a different Japan. Well, you have to bear in mind, I had to go out every day and use a train every day. And I used one of the worst lines in Tokyo. Like one of the unanimously known as one of the literally the worst train line. And it's not like I had to take that line, but that was the quickest way to get to like my hacking location, right? So, I should have just like taken the Yamanote, to be honest. I should have just like taken the 15-minute detour and taken the Yamanote to like have a better experience in the morning. But usually I was, you know, very last minute. Ironically, for such smelly guys, pigs have a highly developed sense of smell. But they probably can't smell themselves, right? I mean, they probably can smell themselves, I mean, but I meant like they probably don't care about their internal smell. I think Chinese crisp being good makes sense. I think it's also like the flavors. I know this is gonna sound disgusting, but their cucumber flavored crisps are really good. And they're like tomato flavored and stuff like that. Good Chinese supermarket is so nice if it's close. Can go every week to get some fresh char siu, some scallion pancakes, some snacks. I didn't have one of those really big ones that have like the fresh food. Like I've been to some of those and they have like live crabs and everything. But the one in my house was really small, so I just got like the frozen food and my favorite drinks. Yes, Monster Candle's iced red tea. Yes, they call it red tea, not black tea. Are you selling a guide on how to get girls to give you Lambos? That's actually part of my Kick course, and you know, you're gonna know my Kick channel. We're gonna be part of the tier 3 Kick membership for that. But yeah, 60% identical to bananas. It's okay. Fruits are fine. Fruits are fine, guys. You didn't buy little drinks back in the day? Oh, I mean, as an adult, you can go to the Chinese supermarket. I remember walking through Chinatown near Leicester Square and the pork bone smell was just horrible. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, the Chinatown also really smells of pork a lot. I feel like pork shops ruin the pork for a lot of people. There's so many better cuts, but it's the most common, it feels like. It's probably the most cheapest one, right? Nocturnal, thank you so much for the super chat. Bacon eggs are amazing. Fight me. Listen, like I said, I will eat crispy bacon with an full English, like a fried English breakfast, which typically does come with eggs. I do, and that's fine. But that's like basically the only time I eat bacon. So you're not wrong. I agree with you. But that's the only time I eat it. Can it be worse? It can't be worse than Bakerloo line. Wait, what's wrong with Bakerloo? Okay, Bakerloo line is not too bad. Oh, Pretty! Wait, Pretty's pancakes are here! You didn't tell me you posted your pancakes, Pretty. You made them so fast. Oh, wait. Why do your pancakes look so damn fancy? Guys, I need to show one more pancake. I think he was trying to, like, outdo Zaku here. Wait, whose tummy is that? Is that a tummy? Is that a tummy on your mat? Wait, hold on. You used to go to the office every day at 6 AM. Remember that time, Maho, you're like, what do you mean that Japan has terrible work culture? Work culture in Japan's amazing because I get to work from home. Do you remember you used to say that, Maho? I remember those times. You used to insist Japan didn't have terrible work culture. Nobody had to do overtime just because you didn't have to. I remember that. Hold on, I'm gonna crop your... That's not a tummy, it's a dog. That looks like skin. Maho was one of the rare ones. He was one of the rare ones and he thought his experience like applied to everyone else. Alright guys, these are Pretty's pancakes. Look at that! Look at that! Remember when Maho liked Japan? But yeah, look. Oh my god, look how fancy that is! Is that melted butter? That's kind of disgusting. Alright, there we go. We're gonna put Prinnies here. Ta-da! Turkey bacon's really mixed. I actually don't mind turkey bacon. I guess because turkey's like more of a clean meat. It doesn't taste bad. Had beef rashers, they're pretty good. Yeah, so beef, turkey, and lamb rashers, I don't mind. Lamb gets a bit weird when it's like rasher form, but beef and turkey I don't mind. Bakerloo is so old. Okay, I know what you mean. Bakerloo line's kind of stinky. It does smell like soot, but I don't actually never really. There's the newer Bakerloo lines. They have the new trains with the new upholstery and everything. Those ones are fine. I used to because I very rarely use the Bakerloo line, and when I did, I barely ever got the old stinky ones. Did it go that far? I'm just joking, Maho. What's happening? Hello, Deus. Is white chocolate ganache? I eyeballed it, bro. That's ganache. Sorry, I'm not gonna make fun of you. I was gonna say something else, but yeah, nice ganache. Nice ganache, Prinny. You're trying to make very luxurious like dessert pancakes like mine, huh? The pancakes look amazing. The sauce looks kind of sus. Hey, it looks like melted butter. There's nothing sus about melted butter. Oh my god, speaking of melted butter, I still haven't told you guys what I went through today. I actually don't remember a time Maho didn't tell us the truth of Japan. Maho's biased. Don't ever believe anything Maho says. Maho's always like, Japan's the worst! Japan's the worst! Worst country in the world! How did Pretty invert the colors of his pancake? Because it's fancy chocolate ones. Turkey bacon is good enough, but the taste gets old quickly when you go through a phase of using it over and over like me. It's really... Okay, so that's the one thing I noticed about America, right? You can access alternative meats for sausages and like bacon and stuff. Like, to find turkey bacon or beef bacon or rashers or whatever, you have to go to a special section in a big supermarket. And it's super expensive. Whereas what I really loved in America, every supermarket, even Target, had a massive refrigerated section with tons and tons of meat products like sausages, rashers, and, you know, bacon rashers, and like other kind of like formed meat products. And not only did they just have pork, they had a wide array of beef, lamb, turkey. Like, it had it all, and it was just normal everywhere. So honestly, massive W to America for that, because it meant you have so many alternatives to go through here. You got to go to a special section in a big supermarket. I can't believe they fish the new trains and me the stinky ones. What the heck? I rarely use Bakerloo. I'm not a Bakerloo girl. What happened to Mouth Butter today? Okay, wait, hold on. Alternative meats like crocodile. I've not seen that, but maybe in Australia. Maybe that's why that Maho? No! Bad Maho! Don't say it! Don't say it! Don't say it, Maho. Don't get upset, okay? You don't want to upset the Americans. The Americans have very, very big hearts and feelings, okay? Anyway, alright, let me tell you about my day. I think I can't fit another pancake in me. I'm gonna vomit. So, last night... So yeah, I want to know, what do you find so big? The hearts! American hearts! And spirits, and souls, and feelings. Americans are just big in general? No, bad Yasu, bad Yasu! Americans are very small, and very, very kawaii-sized. Never call them large people, okay? It'll hurt their feelings. They get very upset when you say things like that. Anyway, so what was I saying? So usually I told you what my usual schedule is. I sleep at like 8 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 3:30. America's big or small, I'm confused now. They're small in size, but big in spirit. You know? Like that. Yeah. The most petite. Yes, very petite. Very, very petite. My schedule. Wait, I didn't finish what I was saying. Alright, so as we're going back to what I was saying, so I usually sleep at like 8 o'clock in the morning, right? And I wake up at like 3:30. It's not a nice schedule. I'm gonna be honest, my body is really struggling to keep up with this schedule. But obviously, like with the way I'm streaming, American stream times, by the time I finish streaming, it's about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. And then I have to wake up at 7 anyway to get my sister up for school, right? I'll get her, make sure she's going to school and get her lunch ready and all that. So, I thought to myself, it's better that I work for 3 hours rather than sleep for 3 hours. So, I just stay awake until 7, get my sister ready for school and send her off with her lunch and, you know, blah, blah. Once she's gone to school, which is usually by 8 o'clock, I'm in bed and honk-shoeing, right? And then she comes home at 3:30, which is my alarm. I can hear her opening the door. And she's always like, fish! Fish! What can I eat? I'm hungry! You know, so like, I have to get up. I'm like, ugh. I have to like wobble to the fridge in my half sleepy state, look for something to like, you know, give her to eat. And I'm like slowly dying and getting up. So, and then usually I get her making sure she does her tuition. If she's got tuition that day, and the day she doesn't have tuition, we do some studying together. I help her with her homework. She's like struggling with like English and science, so I usually help her with those 2 subjects. and in general just like have to help her with stuff. Something it doesn't fit for you, it doesn't, but I don't have an alternative, right? Let's say my schedule was like this. Let's say I woke up every morning at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then from 8 to 3 I go about my day, including streaming. Morning time for the UK is so bad for both Asia and America for streaming time, because it's basically daytime in Japan, no, nighttime in Japan, but I don't really have anyone who watches me from Japan except for like Maho, maybe like Rio. There's like 2 people who watch me in Japan. No one from the APAC region really watches me. So if I streamed in morning time in the UK, the only region it would benefit is APAC, and I don't have, like, literally when I look at my stream stats, APAC is my lowest viewing region. So I would basically lose about 95% of my audience if I started streaming in the morning instead, or even afternoon. It would have to be from the morning if I want to do a full-time, like a full stream. So my only options are to stream from 8 AM to about, I don't know, 3 PM, which is, again, is nighttime in America, like midnight, so no one's going to be watching. Or it's early evening in APAC, but again, no one will be watching. Or it's morning and afternoon in Europe, but everyone's going to be at work, so no one's going to be watching. So it's basically the worst time zone to stream, unless you are Asian, and with an Asian viewer base, right? So I can't take that option. Second option is streaming after 10 PM, because that's the hard deadline when my sister needs to be in bed. Door closed. She should not come outside. So, and obviously my streams last about 4 to 5 hours, right? So if I stream from like 10, I'm gonna finish around like 3 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes longer if I go past the 5-hour limit, I do. Thank you so much. I appreciate the cyber contribution, Nocturnal. Thank you. He said, overseas fans, mantra is good for your health. Okay, thank you so much. I appreciate it. What was I saying? Yeah, so my second option is from like past 10 PM, and I try to, and then I'd finish around 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock, right? And then at 7 o'clock, I have to wake up every morning to like get my sister off to school. So do you understand why I have to structure my life this way? I would prefer to get up in the morning, honestly. But if I were to stream in the morning, this channel's dead because I don't have an APAC viewer base, and you guys won't catch my streams. The Europeans won't catch my streams because they'll be at work. The Americans won't catch my streams because they'll be asleep. So I can't do that. Do you get what I'm saying? So my only option is to start at 10 PM, which is still very early for America, but at least it's like, you know, afternoon. Maybe they can watch while they're at work. For Europeans, it's evening. It's why I was telling you guys before I came to Japan, and before I came back here, guys, I might not be able to stream while I'm here, because if I stream at night, there's a risk of waking my sister up. Like, my sister is really compromising with me for me to be able to stream right now after 10. She has to wear headphones to sleep. Otherwise, she won't be able to sleep if I stream, because this flat has no soundproofing. So I'm streaming for you guys, and my sister's, you know, having to make the sacrifice here, right? And obviously, I'm also making a sacrifice. I'm compromising my sleep schedule, and it's just really screwing me over. Like, it's really screwing my health. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really not coping well with being up all night. I think it's the old age, guys. The old age is really not doing it for me. I mean, I think if I were living by myself, it'd be okay. I can completely flip my schedule. But I think it's because I have to wake up at 3:30 and be taking care of a kid all the way until 10 PM. And then it's full time at the weekends when she's not at school. It's really just taking a toll on me. Like, being a single parent is hard. It's really hard. It's just, you don't have constant brain on no time for yourself, no time to think, no time to just like decompress, you know? I just don't have time to myself. It's constantly taking care of my sister or streaming and then doing streaming related work. And remember, I needed a job, right? My plan was to get a job so I could pay my rent in Japan, but also I didn't say no, I know you didn't say that, Maho. I know you didn't say that. Don't worry. I know. You just reminded me. You said nice schedule. I'm assuming you're being like sarcastic. But I've been feeling this way about my own schedule for a while, and you just reminded me to like rant about it, I guess. But yeah, oh hi chicken, sorry I missed you coming in. Where? So you said Apex, I said APAC. APAC means, yeah, the Asia Pacific region. Americans say appreciate you for it was. No, I mean I want to do this schedule and this time, like, but it's obviously hard to do in the UK. Again, like I said, it would be okay if I weren't responsible for a child's life. If I didn't have my sister, then I could be like working during the day, streaming, or like working during like late afternoons. Basically the time when she comes home, I could try and find like a part-time job. Actually, no, I can't. I guess I'd find a part-time job in the morning, then sleep all the way until like, I don't know, midnight. Like I would completely flip my schedule. If it was up to me, I'd wake up at like midnight, wake up at midnight, and I'd sleep at like 2 p.m. maybe. So that way I wake up at midnight, stream, get my stream stuff out of the way, then I'll go to work, earn some money, and then come home from work and sleep. That would be, I guess, my schedule if I didn't have to take care of my sister. And I needed a job, right? Because I needed to pay my rent in Japan, but also like I wanted to, you know, I told you guys I needed a new PC. I never intended to ask you guys to fund the PC, right? I wanted to pay for it myself, but obviously I need a job. But if I were to get a job, I'd have to stop streaming, because if I were to get a job, it would have to be from the hours of 8 to 3, which means I'd have to sleep at night and not stream. So the reason I'm talking about this as well is because I spoke about this last night to management. I've decided to do a donathon. Dun, dun, dun! I know, me doing a donathon, the thing I said I'd never do. But it's either that or I stop streaming to earn the money, and you'll never see me again until like next year. So I thought it might be best for you guys if we all did it, like, you know, we all crowdfunded the PC so I can continue streaming. And I can't believe I'm doing this. Literally sobbing and choking right now. I'm doing it, guys. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, guys. She's doing the VTuber thing. Guys, I can't believe this. Is this the entry point to become a real VTuber? Is this a Western VTuber thing, thinking about it? Donathons? But guys, it's true. It's happening. Next Friday, the 1st of May. I'll give you all my gaming money. No. So that's one thing. Please, I don't want to feel guilt-tripped about this. One reason I was so against doing a donathon, I feel really guilty when people give me money. I feel like I'm really, really guilty. And donathons are kind of like, I don't know, donathon's such a common thing. Like, every VTuber I know does it. So I feel like I wasn't trying to be a hipster, like, oh my god, everyone else does it, I'm not gonna do it. It's just more like it just doesn't sit well with me personally. But I let the chips convince me. Yesterday. After a very, very long back and forth, I let them convince me. God. I really feel guilty about it. I don't like taking like money from people. I really don't. I'm not used to that at all. You gotta bear in mind, I've been like 100% independent since I was 18, right? Not because I wanted to. If someone wanted to fund my life, that is completely fine. But I didn't have that choice when I was 18 because, you know, financial freedom, as in like people not controlling you financially, is, for me, the key to freedom. Like, obviously, I was financially controlled from the age of 0 to 18 because I was a kid, right? I never wanted to, like, I needed to escape that so I wouldn't be able to be controlled by my mom, right? So that's why I had to leave. It's not worth the abuse when people, like... Because obviously, when you're a kid, it's your right to be taken care of by your parent. Like, it's the parent's duty. If you give birth to a child, you need to take care of them. You need to meet their needs, you know. You need to feed them, you need to clothe them, you need to buy them things. You have to take care of them, and it's going to cost money. But that's the commitment you made when you brought a child into this world, right? But my mom would constantly make me feel like... What's the word? Guilty? Or a burden? Like, I don't have to be doing this. I could have given you away to a foster home or whatever. And I was always thinking in my head, why don't you just do it? It's like, oh, you know, I didn't want you. You weren't supposed to be here. Well, you know, she'd always say these things to try and make me feel bad, right? And I'm thinking to myself as a kid, no, why did you give birth to me? Like, why is it my fault that you have to work to feed me? Because she shouldn't have had me then. But I think, you know, hearing that for like, I don't know, 18 years, right? It really does a toll on you. It makes you feel like, okay, you're not going to let anyone ever control you ever again. And use like money to control you. And that's basically what pushed me to leaving home at 18, right? Well, one of the things that pushed me to leave home at 18, that is so nobody can control me. Being independent is the biggest freedom. So, that's why, like, I'm just not used. I've never even borrowed. I've borrowed money 3 times in my entire life. I can still count every single time I borrowed money. The first time was when I went to university. My student finance, basically, I was getting... I can't remember. So I was getting... So when I was 18... I can't remember what happened. I can't remember. I think my student finance payment didn't come in. It was late. So I needed to borrow...
has been fished from Zedrian. Thanks for keeping this server running. PC funds. Keep the change. Go buy yourself a nice Lambo or 2.
Zed! What the hell? The donathon hasn't even started, you idiot! Hey, save your pennies. Save your dollars, alright? Save them next week. With WZ, thank you so much. I'll buy a Lambo with it, maybe 2. WZ, thank you. But yeah, my student finance payment didn't come in, and because it was like late. Oh, I remember why it was late. Because when I went to university, I applied through clearing. No, that's... Yeah, no, I applied through clearing, and I can't remember, like, something happened. I can't remember. The point is that, not all parents feel that way, as if you owe them. Yeah, exactly. They're like, you owe me for giving birth to you and raising you. It's like, no, I don't. It's your duty as a parent to raise a child. No one owes you anything. Anyway, yeah, I remember like, my student finance didn't come in, so I had to like ask my stepdad for £200. So I paid my stepdad back. Okay, so I borrowed 200. My first ever time borrowing money was from my stepdad when I was like 18 years old. I asked him for £200. That's all, and I paid it back. Number 1. The second time I asked to borrow money was from... So you know, before I moved to Japan, I was living with 2 flatmates, right? So after I finished uni, I was like looking for a job, right? And when I was like in that in between spot, I couldn't pay my council. I didn't have enough money to pay my council tax. because you don't have to pay council tax when you're a student, but once you stop being a student, you don't pay council tax. So that council tax bill hit me out of nowhere, because you have to bear in mind I was still like trying to pay back a debt that my mum put me in, so I didn't have like a lot of money. So I had to borrow money from my flatmate to pay the council tax. But I paid her back, but it felt really bad asking to borrow it. It felt really bad. So that was the second time I've ever had to borrow money. The third time I've ever had to borrow money was from Snoy. So when there was a really, really bad G infestation, to the point, because my current flat in Japan, the estate agents don't pay for the G extermination team people. So I had to pay for one myself, and it was so damn expensive. It was like 100,000 yen. So I had to borrow that money from Snoy because I didn't have that money in my Japanese bank account. And I didn't have time to like transfer it over from my UK one. So Snoy lent me 100,000 yen. But I paid him back. Like, it was fine. So those are the only 3 occasions in my life I've ever borrowed money or had to ask for money from someone. So I need you guys to understand I'm not used to this. And it's not because I think that, it's not because, I know a lot of people think, oh, it's because you're so egotistical. It's because you think you're better than everyone else, like you're above asking for money. No, it's not that at all. It's because I was taught growing up to never ask things from people, to always rely on myself and be independent. I was taught this from a very young age, that if you rely on people, you're a burden and people will hate you. So it's nothing to do with ego or me thinking I'm better than everyone else or blah, blah, blah. It's nothing to do with that. And me not asking for help as well, it's nothing to do with me thinking I'm better than others. It's the way I was raised. You try to be indoctrinated for like, or told for 18 years that if you ask for help, if you rely on others, they'll hate you and you'll be a burden. It's just, you're going to internalize that and become independent. And I don't even think it's bad. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing, because I'm actually very happy that I'm a very independent person, because it means that I can't be let down, right? Because I'm only relying on myself. And I think I've learned, you throw me out on the street, I'll survive, right? You can't say the same about Fishbro, for example. How did your mom put you in debt? I've said this story so many times. She made me rent a flat, and then she said she was going to fund it or pay for it. Because when I was diseased and dying in Cardiff because of the moles, she said that I can rent a new one. And it put me £2,500 in debt. So because she didn't end up paying for it. That's not a good way to live. It's okay to rely on people. You're not even talking about money. No. So obviously, I do ask my friends for favors. Like, I don't have. It depends on my trust and my relationship with that person. For example, like let's say Menno, right? Menno, Ocean, and Snoy. Those 3 people are my bestest, number 1 bestest friends in the whole wide world. For Menno and for Ocean, I have no issues asking them for favors or relying on them. I've never asked them for money, but I have absolutely no issues. I would never hold back from asking them something. Like, I'm just 100% myself with them because I'm close to them, and I have that trust and that relationship with those 2. Now, the reason I'm not including Snoy is because Snoy did make me feel bad about it sometimes. When I asked him for favors, not money, never money, but for example, I asked him to check on my flat, right? And he's always like, oh, why can't you ask, why can't you ask, God, standard Japanese female name. Why can't you ask Haruna to do it? Why can't you ask, Minori to do it? Like, he's he was like making me, like, saying that makes me feel really bad. Like, I already feel bad and scared to ask in the first place just for someone to go out their way like that. And then when they're saying, oh my god, why can't you just ask someone else? Why can't you ask this person to do it, that person to do it? Why does it have to be me? It makes me feel really like crap about myself. So I don't really ask like Snoy too much. But yeah, because he did make me feel guilty and I don't like that feeling. You're just responsible enough to not ask for money. That too, like obviously I'm at the point where I don't have to. Sounds very Japanese. Wait, really? Like you mean him asking someone else to do it? Or someone else can do it? Wait, really? I thought Japanese people would just be like, yeah, I'll do it, sure. And just hate you secretly inside. Like, that's what English people would do. That's what British people would do. I think that's a very British thing. Yeah, I think the whole like independence thing as well. Like, being independent is a very British kind of upbringing as well. But yeah, what was I saying? I just lost my train of thought. So I don't ask Snoy for too many favors. Not anymore, because I don't like it when he complains. It makes me feel bad. But unless it's like financial. If I ask him for money, he has no issues doing that. But God, what was I saying? Train of thought. I'm not used to asking people for stuff, is my main point. Money especially. As Cole said, or maybe I think that's what I was saying, yeah. I've gotten to the point where I'm responsible enough to never need to rely on anyone for money now. But a PC is not a purchase that's essential for my life, right? So I would feel very guilty dipping into my own personal savings to buy an expensive PC, because if something happens to me, I need that money to survive. A PC is not going to help me survive. A PC is really only benefiting my content creation part of my life, right? Which is not something that's essential to my survival, because this is just a wagamama. Streaming is like an ego project. It's like an ego hobby, you know? It's something I'm doing to make myself happy, make others happy, but it's not essential to my survival. Like, I don't make money from this, right, to survive. So it's not like a job. So I can't justify spending my hard-earned savings on my ego hobby. Like something that just makes me happy. That's why I was just kind of like bumbling along like this for so long. Eventually I wanted to upgrade and get a new PC, right? But my idea was maybe I can grow my channel enough in 3 or 4 years, I can earn enough money, I can make enough money from streaming, and I can use that money to buy a new PC. But obviously, plans changed. Plans changed, and I'm kind of without a PC now. So, and the decision is either stop streaming, get a job, and, you know, save up for a year and get a PC. If I stop streaming for a year, this channel will die and you guys will be sad. The second option is doing a crowdfunding thing. But then I have to kind of get over my aversion of asking people for money. God, I'm doing a donut song, guys. I can't believe this. The exact thought process, but with buying new video games, don't need it, will sure be swell. No, like, if it was a video game, I'd spend my own money on that because that's a small purchase that can make me happy. Like, I feel like I work hard enough to earn it, to deserve it. Whereas a PC, like, that's necessary for my happiness. Whereas a new PC is not... Why is, you know... it's not entirely 100% necessary. It just means that I'm going to be losing out. For example, I can't record covers right now. I can't release, you know, covers. I can't record anything. I can't play certain games. I can't dual stream. Like, all it does is just restrict me. It doesn't completely stop me from streaming, right? It doesn't completely stop me. That's what I'm saying. It's you gotta, you know, understand the difference between, you know, small big purchases or big purchases, which are, is it actually necessary for your, you know, survival or whatever. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. And I told you guys, we were discussed a few streams ago, right? A few weeks ago, I said, you know, would you guys be against me doing a fundraiser so we as a community can, like, you know, fund my PC? But only if people, like, you know, have the means to and would like to. There's definitely no obligation to do so. And if it's gonna put you in hardship and you don't, like, have that money to, like, throw away, like, even just like $1 or whatever, like, don't do it. That would make me feel really, really bad, and I'll actually, like, throw myself off the mountains of Minecraft, you know, into the lava, into the Minecraft lava. You don't want that happening, right? You don't want that happening, guys. So that's why I've decided to do it. Oh, hi, Judy. Oh my god, you came in such an awkward time. Oh my god, into those fingers. That's why I've decided to do it, and but I do want everyone to put themselves first and only, like, you know, contribute if they feel they can and want to. Like, I need you guys to be aware of your own financial situation, and, like, I don't want people to feel obligated, I guess. I don't want people to feel like they have to or feel guilt-tripped into doing it. At least we'll see you in Minecraft again. Stop talking to me about that game. But yeah, I don't want to feel. I don't want to also be like, I don't know. I was thinking maybe I'm not cut out to be a VTuber. maybe this life, or maybe I'm just not the right sort of person to do this. I was thinking. What do you mean don't say that? I don't know, other people can just do it so easily and naturally, but I feel like I can't. So I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'm not made for this life. You're literally one of the best VTubers. Gonna explode? No! Guys, we've established... What do you do instead? Nothing. Hacking. Might get easier one day when you can get more corporate sponsors. Well, that was the ultimate goal, right? Like, I did tell you guys in the beginning, like, I never intended to rely on you guys for, like, I don't know, a living or making money. Like, my intention was always to try and grow my channel so I get sponsorships. And so I can get companies giving me money rather than you guys. Like, if I get paid by a company, that's completely fine, right? If I get paid for ad money and all that, that's completely fine. Because it's like, you know, it's got nothing to do with you guys, right? It's not you guys who's going to be out of pocket. So that's why, that's what my goal was in the beginning and that's why everything that you guys do gift to me, I save it all and reinvest it back into the channel, because to me, that's an investment into the channel to make the channel grow more so I can get sponsorships and stuff like that. And that's why I'm gonna have to dual stream too, because the Twitch will give me money. YouTube doesn't. YouTube gives me 0.05 cents of ad money. I got. If fish leaves, I leave. Exploding your worms of my mind. It's not like a brain worm thing, it's more like idle thoughts, I suppose. Why is my... Oh, she's such a silly billy. I'm not being a silly billy, guys. I'm just... Hi, Zero. I'm just, like, voicing some thoughts. Idle thoughts, like I said. It's more like stuff I've been thinking. Because, again, like... Let's just say, like, you know, other people who are maybe more self-centered have no issues doing something like donathons or asking for money, right? So they don't really understand it when I tell them, like, well, you don't feel this way or that way. They're like, no. I'm entitled to this. I'm like, oh, what? I don't feel that way, and I guess I was raised that way, right? No, chicken. IDLE, idol. But that's why I thought to myself, like, and that was like everyone saying that. So I was like, wait, me? Am I the problem? Am I the issue? Is it me? Do I just not have the right mindset for this? This honorable attitude is bringing tears to eyes. I don't feel honorable. I don't feel honorable at all. Again, this has nothing to do with ego or being honorable or having some sort of, like, you know, superior moral stance over other people. This is, again, just the way I was raised and the way I was brought up to feel that I should never ask for anything. They believe in receiving payment for their services, entertainment. Yeah, exactly, they do. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's completely nothing wrong with that. I also agree they deserve to be, you know, receiving payment for their services. But also, you guys also have to understand, right? Most of all the VTubers I know were into VTubers before they became a VTuber, right? They have a very different background to me. They've been watching VTubers for a long time. They've always aspired to be a VTuber. They've seen how other VTubers do things, and they've learned from VTubers themselves, right? Whereas I stumbled into this blind, just doing things my own way. Because again, I do believe to be a VTuber or to be like a streamer or whatever, you don't need to be copying others. You can be yourself too. Like, an idol, right? At the base of it, I'm an idol. I am. I do believe I am, because I want to shine on stage one day. And I've had plenty of opportunities to shine on stage, and you guys supported me, and that is what it is to be an idol, right? I'm just a standard girl next door, you know, standard basement dweller, who, you know, no one's special, but then you want to support my dreams, and that's literally the essence of an idol. That's what makes idols so beautiful. You're just a standard regular person, and other regular people want to support your dreams, and I find that very beautiful. And I love that support. When you say you're a normie, yeah, when I say that, I meant, like, you know, I'm not like a VTuber fan, is what I meant. A hacker idol, exactly. I get it, it's really hard, but we're here for you. I don't think anyone feels pressure to give anything they don't want to give to you. I think the reason I feel this way is because, let's just say there have been instances where people have, you know, people who give, like, you know, server contributions kind of feel entitled to something and make me feel a certain way because they're given so much. And I really don't like that. That's why I'm trying to, like, you know, say, please don't, just don't. I'd rather you gave me nothing than give me even $1 if you're gonna make me feel that way. I even gave you an example before, like, of not related to VTubing. Remember that I don't want to say, the acquaintance of mine in Japan who lives like 10 minutes away from me asked me to watch his plants while he went back to America. And the reason he asked me to watch his plants is because I asked him to, like, watch my flat because I didn't want to ask Snowy, because Snowy was going to make me feel bad about it. So, and this guy only lived 10 minutes away, so I thought I didn't think this guy was, like, sus or anything, so I thought, you know, just running the taps and, like, flushing the loo, surely this guy could do that. Like, I didn't think he was gonna, like, rummage through my stuff. He didn't seem like that kind of guy. But we weren't really, like, friends, right? We were like, kind of friends of friends. Anyway, so I asked him, oh, would you be able to do it? Like, I didn't actually, like, lock it down. I asked, is it possible that you can check my flat, like, while I'm gone in the summer? And I asked him, like, in February, right? So I was due to go in July or August. And he was like, yeah, okay, I can do that. I was like, cool. And then he went off to America. And no, so he was planning to go to America, and he was like, oh yeah, can you watch my plants for me? And I was like, he's like, yeah, because I already agreed to watch your flat, and, you know, because I did that, you should surely watch my plants for me, right? You owe me. And he had this whole, like, attitude of you owe me before he even did anything for me. And that peed me off so much. I was like, you know what, screw it. No, you don't have to come to my flat. No, you don't need to check my flat. I was asking you for a favor to see if you could do it, but if you're gonna make me feel this way just by saying, you know, because you agreed to it, you act like I owe you my life. No, screw you. Like, ugh. So I hate it when people do that. And it's a very certain type of personality. They think, oh, if they do something for others, they feel like they're owed the world. Like, I get why Snoy is very, like, you know, yada about it. Because Snoy lives quite far from me. So he has to travel, like, far to get to my place. And that's why I get it when he's very, like, yada. You know, I don't want to do it. Like, because he's far. But this guy lived 10-minute walk from me. And he has to pass my flat to get to the station anyway. So, like, I don't think I was asking for anything big. Hello, since I've given you money, I expect one pancake. You can have the pancake. Here you go. Where is Skit? There you go. Well, what the hell? You owed him preemptively. I know! The audacity, right, Onyx? I owed him preemptively? Like, what is that craziness? What is that craziness? I'll watch your flatfish, DW. Guys, she's doing the thing. She's trying to hit on the VTubers. Oh my god. That's why terms and conditions are important. You wouldn't think like there's like a random casual agreement needs terms and conditions, right? But yeah, why is Skit talking like a 14-year-old e-girl? Yeah, I don't like feeling like that. That's why that's why I'm saying, oh my god, guys, please don't give money if you can't give money. Don't give money if you're gonna make me, if you have, you know, if you make me feel like I owe you preemptively or something. I don't know, I owe you for it. I'll jump into the sea. I'll go back into the digital ocean. But is he not? I don't know. I guess he says 6'7", so he might be. He just might be. But yeah. God, why did I start talking about this? Yeah. Remember, I don't really have the same VTuber background as most VTubers, Western VTubers, where they were into VTubers for a long time and thought, oh wow, VTuber ni naritai. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say that in English. I want to become a VTuber. Wow, like they idolized VTubers themselves. It's like, you know what, all these VTubers have their like their oshis and everything, right? Like I don't really have oshis. Like I have people I respect the craft of, right? I have VTubers who I have seen their work and I respect their work and what they do, but I don't see them as an oshi, right? I see them as a peer. Like a content or like an entertainer peer kind of thing. Like I do class myself as an entertainer, right? Or a content creator, but I don't like see myself as... I was never part of the whole like VTubing culture. I never watched VTubers, I never followed VTubers, I never oshied any VTubers or whatever. Whereas I was very familiar with Japanese idol culture, on the other hand. So it's not like I'm coming in here as a total normie, like, you know, yeah, I don't know anything about Japanese culture, guys. Like, I know about the origins of VTubing. I know how VTubing started. I know the Japanese side of VTubing. And I know the Japanese side of the entertainment industry and the idol industry. What I don't have is the fan kind of mentality. I was never a VTuber fan, right? And I think that's what makes my approach to VTubing so different. I am just like, you know, I'm not a VTuber fan. I'm just a normal content creator / entertainer / idol, right? And that's why it's more harder for me to do these very typical VTuber activities like donathons because I'm not used to it. I'm not used to seeing it all the time. So I don't have that mentality where I feel I'm entitled to it. Yeah, I think that's the best way to explain it, thinking about it. You're so lucky. What am I lucky about? Wait, what am I lucky about? Hold on. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm also really like appreciative as well that everyone still supports me and follows me, even though like I don't talk about my VTuber oshis or anything like that. And I feel like so lost in conversation when, you know, I see other people about not being in a VTuber rabbit hole. No, I remember when it like really like popped off during like the COVID time. I was just like, I think in general it's just me. I don't have the sort of mentality where I can watch and follow someone. Like, I've been watching some streamers for a really long time, but I don't watch them because like I want to support them. I know it sounds so bad. Like, I watched a few Apex streamers because I like the way they play Apex. I like the way they play Apex. I like the way they talk. It doesn't annoy me, and usually the ones I watch don't scream or anything. I don't really like people who like men who shout or scream. So the ones I watch like talk quite calmly and quite quietly, and they just have insane Apex skills. So, and you know, I watch a Dead by Daylight streamer who's just like stupidly good at Dead by Daylight. Like, when I watch streams, I don't watch it because like I like the person. I watch it well, not because of like their personality. Well, there is a bit of that, but I wouldn't watch them just because of their personality, and I don't feel any need to like, oh my god, I want to support them. Like, I give one of them my Prime sub. They really use the term Oshi. I mean, I use the term Oshi. Like, I have an Oshi red panda, for example, right? My favorite red panda, my Oshi red panda is Sora. So it's not like I don't have any Oshis, but more like I have Oshis in certain fields. Like, I have a baking Oshi, Pierre Hermes. I love Pierre Hermes. This is my baking Oshi. I have a red panda Oshi. But that's pretty much it. Not really a Vici Oshi. Only for people who got to sit at home and do nothing. Oh, during COVID? Yeah, true. I just couldn't really get into like VTubers like that. But again, like, I'm not. I think with the way my brain works, I think I'd rather watch like a real, like, you know, I don't know, someone that's good at games. I'm sorry, that sounds so bad. That sounds so bad. I just rather watch someone who's good at games so I can learn from them. Oh, I don't mean it like that. I'm not saying VTubers are bad at games, guys. That is not what I'm saying. It's like, I like watching Bluebell, for example, because she's good at Apex, you know? I like watching Arya. She's good at Apex. I just, guys, if they're not gamers, I can't watch them. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just a gamer. I watch you because you're a funny Brit. Funny? Like, in which way? Like, humorous? Weird? I'm loud. You are loud, Skip. It's okay. You're fine. You're not like the angry. You don't actually genuinely sound angry when you're loud. You don't start molding over games. You know, that's different. No, don't clip it. If I want to watch someone be bad at games, I can just watch that's what I'm saying. If I want to watch bad gameplay, I'll just watch myself play games. Very true, very true. Oh my god. Hey, Flapjack, why are you awake right now? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's 1 in the morning. I'm really angry loud over games in private. I'm very control when I'm in front of others. You should be the other way around. You should be streaming your anger call. I'll probably get you more views. But no, I don't like my mom was a very angry person, very angry and aggressive person. So I think because of her, I'm very frightened of angry and aggressive people, especially men. I don't know why, but men are more scary when they're angry and aggressive. Like, I feel like instinctive fear for my life, you know? So I really don't like angry and aggressive men. And a lot of like male streamers, like gaming ones, I don't know if they're like, you know, upping it for entertainment or what, but like it really like frightens me when they start screaming and molding and like frothing at the mouth and like banging things and smashing controllers and stuff like that. Like, that actually makes me like it starts like ringing alarm bells in me and stuff like that. I really don't like violent, angry and aggressive men. So performative molding. If I want bad gameplay, I pull up Flapjack using a longbow clip. Flapjack? Are you gonna take that? Oh my god, why are you talking about you like that? Oh, are you playing together at Apex right now? Oh my god. For some it's entertainment, for others it's all steroids. I just don't like angry people just scare me. That's all I'm gonna say. Like women maybe a bit less, because I don't think they're like, they don't, unless they look very threatening and have a very deep voice. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I'm just a small hamster. Oh yeah, no, I've been yapping for so long. I still haven't told you about my day. Alright, so I was up all night because I was like trying to work on this donathon thing. I'm the rage baiting monkey, he is a rage baited lion. That is very accurate. That moment will live rent free in my mind when you're rage baiting Flapjack so hard. Both me and Mono were like, Flapjack, don't react, Flapjack, stay calm. Angry women are the scariest. I mean, angry women, I mean, if they're like my size and like their voice is high, I don't feel threatened. Like I don't feel like they're gonna like attack me. And even if they do attack me, maybe I can like fight back. Whereas let's say a man who's like a good foot and a half taller than you, bigger and wider, with a deep scary voice, angry, shouting and screaming, I would literally like poo myself. Like when I used to live in London, right, before I moved to Japan, one of the reasons I moved to Japan is because I was sick of being like harassed and followed and chased by big angry men. Like I told you about the time I was in Angel once, 7 p.m. in the winter, wearing a big coat, and some guy was following me saying really disgusting stuff. I turned around and told him to like screw off. He started swearing at me and chasing me and started screaming and swearing at me. And I felt like I was gonna poo myself. And it was like, it was quite like icy in London then. And in these treacherous icy conditions in Angel, I was like running, trying to go towards the station and trying not to like slip and die. Like I didn't want to keep going through that in the UK. I remember being in the underground at night and there was these drunk men saying really disgusting things to me. And when I ignored them, they started screaming and yelling at me and being really aggressive and trying to follow me. I remember when I was walking to the bus stop to start my shift in Starbucks, my morning shift at 4 o'clock in the morning. These two massive men in hoodies were following me. And something could have happened to me if the bus didn't come on time. They were quite clearly following me no matter how much I was trying to shake them off. And they started, you know, quickening their steps to try and catch up to me. Like, you don't understand these fears. Like, maybe some men do understand these fears. So I know men are scared of other men too. Especially in London. A lot of men are scared of other men because you could be in the wrong area and they'll, you know, assume you're on their turf and stab you. So, like, but when you're like a smaller and like more defenseless woman, it's more frightening. Maybe as a man you won't understand, you won't find a shouting man threatening or, you know, aggressive man threatening, but as a smaller woman you do, because one punch will literally wipe you out. Remember that crazy stalker when I was in school? That guy who attacked me, that random guy, the mentally ill guy? He was a good like 1.5 feet or more taller than me, bigger than me, huge guy. Like literally one punch from him sent me flying. I literally flew across the pavement and splattered on the ground. It's not funny, I shouldn't be laughing, but I literally like splattered on the ground. Like my knee got injured really badly. And I one punch sent me flying. He was literally like one punch. He punched you? Yeah, he did. He punched me. He attacked me. Literally one punch had me flying. And that's what I'm saying. Like, as a woman, right? You're always gonna feel threatened by bigger, like massive, aggressive, angry men. And I don't know, I feel like other men don't understand it because as a man, maybe you feel like equal, so you don't see it that way. And because like you're saying, oh, but angry women are also really scary. Like I don't see it that way because to me, I see them as equal, right? They're small, you know, the high yappy voice, like, it doesn't sound like scary to me. So I could probably just like, you know, push them or something. So that's why I tell you one of the main reasons I moved to Japan. That and karepan. I I don't get the appeal of molding streamers. Like, sir, you're a grown man having a tattoo in public. Are you not embarrassed? Well, I guess some people just really enjoy that content, don't they? I remember Flapjack rage based himself doing that one TDM. Guy thought 1v6 was very easy to put someone else. There are only small, weak men in Japan. Maholo. No, okay, but Maho's not lying. It's not like Japan doesn't have stalkers, but it's very different. In Japan, when a man stalks you, he's not aggressively yelling at you, and he's also small. Japanese men are very, very small, right? They're very short. I mean, they're taller than me, whatever. Okay, when I'm not in my full form. But they're not, like, frame-wise, they're very slender. And they're, like, you know, usually 170 or low, you know, below. And I feel like the same way I don't really feel threatened by a woman, I still feel the same about, like, men in Japan. They don't have that very aggressive gait when they walk. They don't have an aggressive voice. And they don't have aggressive postures. They don't yell or shout. Like, they don't activate the whole, like, fight or flight instinct in me. Like, I've been stalked in Japan, right? But I never felt my life in threat. Like, I've never felt like, oh my god, this guy's gonna kill me. Like, I always felt like I could easily push this guy over and, like, kick him or something, you know? And I'd win. Some men have experienced fear from men, or even in Japan. Because I said it earlier, right? I know that, you know, men have also, like, scared of men. Because, you know, men also attack other men, not just women. but my point is, right, I feel like in Japan, then they're less likely to be physically aggressive and verbally aggressive with you compared to the West. And in Japan, you can simply just kick someone in the stomach and they'll fly, you know? they're very, you know, waif-like creatures. So, I don't feel physically threatened. Like, I've been stalked. I haven't told you guys my stalker stories, but like all my instincts, like internally, I don't feel like my life's in danger when I'm there. Not the wave. You guys get it though, right? They're very, like, they have very delicate frames. That's all I can say. Unless they're Snowy. I don't know what happened to Snowy. I don't know why he's, like, Snowy has waif-like legs. But then for some reason, his torso and his shoulders are so damn wide. He could probably punch someone and they'd go flying. The rest of him is very waif-like, I guess. He's got very skinny, short legs. But most like, I feel like a lot of Japanese people are very waif-like, you know, very delicate frames, both men and women. Because he drank some of that foreign water abroad, probably. You know what? Maybe it is. Very delicate frames like Americans. Yeah, like Americans. Body tea. Oh my god, you should tell him that. Mr. Krabs body. It's more like Johnny Armstrong. You know how Johnny Armstrong has a really huge, like, shoulders and chest, and he's got, like, the really skinny short legs. Like that. But yeah. And that's also why, by the way, remember I told you guys that Snowy's not popular with Japanese women? His body is one of the reasons why. Because a lot of Japanese women prefer men who are really, like, you know, have very waif-like structures, very skinny and delicate frames, and very, like, narrow body. And because, and it's not like Snowy's not even fat, it's just that he's got really wide and strong shoulders and arms and chest, and that width of his body, like, is too Western for them. It's just too Western. And he also doesn't shave his arms and legs. So basically, he's too Western looking, I think, for Japanese women. My coworker once told me he feared for his life, for my life, when he saw me walk through two brolic men who were up to no good. I didn't think I was in danger. I mean, if they're, like, gangs, I feel like gangs don't bother you, or people who are, like, dealing drugs or whatever, unless you're, like, something to do with a rival gang.
Like, there's a lot of gangs in London and a lot of boys who are in the gangs. I'm completely fine walking around them or whatever, because just one look at me, they know I'm not part of any sort of gang and like anything to do with these like street and gang culture in London. So they just don't, they won't bother you. They'll leave you alone. They won't do anything. Drink some of that Ohio tap water puncture. Is that true, Skit? Does it? They love the femboys. Unironically, yes, they do. They have to have their men shaved really smooth. Exactly, they have to be small and demure. Very skinny. Dude's built like a brick house. Only the top half, but it's like too much for Japanese women apparently, so... it's too... They call it macho. They say macho. They don't like the macho build. But it's fine, because he doesn't like Japanese women anyway. Oh yeah, guys, I didn't tell you the latest snoity. I found out where his girlfriend's from. Guys, he's dating a British girl. He's dating a British girl, and she's from like up north. So when he went away in December last year, he was in the damn UK. He was in the UK. No, not Scotland. I can't say exactly where she's from, but it's in the north of the UK. As in the UK, England. She's from she's Northern English. So will he swing by when he comes to see her? That's what I was asking. I was like, does that mean you're gonna come to the UK? Oh my god, bestie, let's hang out when you come. Oh my god. He was in the UK, didn't bring it. I wasn't here last December, was I, Nev? But yeah, I asked him when he's gonna come. I was like, oh my god, bestie, please. I've only got 3 more friends left in this world. Please come and hang out with me. Ocean's in Sweden, Menno's in Japan, you're in Japan. And please come to the UK. But if he comes, he can only come during like summer, Golden Week. So, and I don't know if I'm gonna be here during Golden Week. Is he learning how to speak Northern? Well, I've been friends with Snoy for like 6 years, and he never picked up on my British accent, and I feel like he spoke to me the most, so... I don't think so. Oh, he didn't bring me anything. Oh yeah, you're... Inev, you're right. You're right, Inev. You're so right. He went to the UK... and he didn't offer to bring me anything back? Oh my. I'm joking. He knew I had to go back to the UK, so I don't think he was going to offer me it. And also, remember he was like hiding from me? Like he wouldn't tell me where his girlfriend was from or which country he went to. Do you remember that? But yeah, I managed to get out of him. The most expensive time? Yeah, but I guess Golden Week's the only time he gets off work, right? So that's probably why he has to go. Remind him that he owes me a date. I'll remind him. Don't worry, Zero. You can go on a triple date with him and his girlfriend. I need to somehow convince him to show me what she looks like. So he told me some details about her. I probably shouldn't say it. But, anyway, he met her because she was on holiday in Japan, and that's how he met her. But you know what? W Snoy for dating a British girl. Like, you know, W Snoy. Yeah, I can't remember what I was about to say. Why did I start talking about Snoy? Why did I start talking about people? How did he meet her? Because he uses like dating apps and stuff. Is she a massive weeb? I mean, if she goes to Japan, she must be. And if she goes to Japan and she's dating someone like him, she must be a weeb. Because every single like Western girl that he's dated and he met through dating apps, they were all massive weebs. They're basically all these girls with like what do they call it? Career boost. But I guess they started as like weeboos and then they became career boosts. But like obviously. Dating Korean or Japanese men, most of them don't speak English, and then they meet Snoy who like speaks perfect English, and he's like, wow, they're perfect. And yeah, he meets them through dating. I don't know what he uses. I can't remember. I don't think I've ever asked him. I don't know. He uses like English dating apps. What do you call them? The English ones. English. He uses English dating apps. Whatever English or Western people use. I think he uses Western ones. Whatever. Wait. Grinder? How the hell do you pronounce that? Where's the E? Are you missing? Is it grinder without an E? I brought my kids up weeb, but they turned creep. That was creep. Tinder? Guys, are these real words? You guys are trolling me. These are not real words. Grinder. Are you guys trolling me? Are these real words? Hinge? Are these real? I'm googling these. I feel like you guys are trolling me. These can't be real words. You're actually trolling me. They don't have E's? Really? I mean, grinder. Okay, hold on. Grinder. Grinder's the world's largest social networking app for gay, bi, trans, and queer people. Oh. No, I don't think Snowy was on that. He's very, very, like straight. So maybe not that one. That's cool that they had their own app though. Does that mean the other apps don't have like LGBTQ, like IA stuff, like options? Tinder. The spelling of Tinder does have an E here. Is it Tinder or Tinder then? Tinder. It's an online dating and geo-social networking application launched in 2012. In Hollywood. Bumble. That's fake for sure. No, I think I know Bumble actually. I think I use this one to find friends. Yes, I recognize it. Oh my god. So in 20... God, I think it was 2020? So I moved to Japan in 20... Oh yeah, I remember this app. I used it for like 2 weeks. And but I used this app for 2 weeks, but it was worth it. So basically in 2020, Corona happened. I was feeling kind of like lonely because I like lost all my friends. Not that I lost my friends, but we stopped hanging out because, you know, Corona. And I remember I was at my hacking location and I was telling this girl, oh my god, like I don't know how to find friends here. Like I just, you know, I moved here like, you know, like a year ago or whatever, but I just don't know how to find friends because now, you know, Corona's happened, blah, blah, blah. And she said, oh, you should use this app called Bumble. And it had this like mode. I think it was a dating app, right? But it had like a mode where you can find friends. And I'm not very good at these app things. I'm not very good at like talking to people like through text, I guess. And it's just really awkward. Like I'm not very good with the whole like standard hi, how are you? Like, you know, whatever. So, but there was this girl, right, who I matched with, and she was. I've told you about this girl before. I have mentioned this girl, my friend Millie. Do you guys? I kind of rarely talk about her. I think the last time I mentioned Millie to you guys was when I was telling her the latest update about my life, about my sister. And she was saying some funny things about my sister. Anyway, my friend Millie. I met Millie on that app, the Bumble one. I remember now. And Millie is so damn funny. Like I love this girl. Like she's so funny. And even though I was maybe, I would say using the app for 2 weeks, I wasn't actually using it. I got bored after the first day. But I matched with Millie. I made friends with Millie. Millie plays Valorant, by the way. But I met Millie and, you know, I guess W app. But people use it for dating as well. Is it like a good one? Okay, let me Google this one. Hinge? Hinge with a question mark? Download Hinge. The dating app designed to be deleted. You know, I just checked Google Images and it's showing me door hinges. Okay, so there's like 3 main ones so far you guys mentioned. Hold on. I don't actually know which one he uses. Like, I've never asked him. Tender. Let me Google that one. Tender. Eh? Tender. Tender.org.uk. Tender is acting for healthy relationships. Our creative programs give people the chance to explore healthy relationships and play their part in preventing abuse. Wait, is this real? Am I being trolled? Like Tumblr? Remember Tumblr? Oh yeah, I do remember Tumblr. Is Bumble the one where only women are allowed to send the first message? I have no idea. I can't even remember who messaged me first, if it was me or Millie who messaged. Is she the one you went to see before leaving Japan? Don't think so. I haven't seen Millie for a really long time. Millie's from so Millie's half Taiwanese and half Japanese, and she's from a very rich family from both sides. So she frequently travels, and I think she was actually in Canada before I left Japan, so I didn't get to see Millie. Dating apps are really weird. I tried them once and it was like applying for jobs. Ugh, scary. Okay, Cupid. Okay, Cupid. Okay, Cupid requires you to enable JavaScript in your browser. Okay, that's the first thing I see. The US-based internationally operate. Oh, I know this one. Guys. I know this one. This is what Snowy used. You know his first ever girlfriend that he met? He used this one. I remember he told me about it. Oh my god, my ancient 5-6 years memories are uncovering. I'm pretty sure this is the one he told me about. I'm recognizing the color, the pink, and the writing. I think it was that one he used to find his first girlfriend. His first online girlfriend. Boo is another one. Boo. Boo is a popular dating and social networking app. Why does it have Boo? Oh, it has Boo the What's the thing on it? Plenty of fish. Plenty of fish? Huh? Plenty of fish? Me? Poff.com. My god, there's so many of these. Okay, Cupid is old school. That was around before apps. Also, it's like a website. It worked for Snowy. Interesting. I mean, when you say worked, remember, okay, so if you've guys forgotten about Snowy's first girlfriend, she was a girl who was in America studying. She was a massive career boost. Like, she was super into K-pop. She met Snowy on this dating website. He flew over to America to see her. She was a massive career boo, right? So she was just dating him because she had the such type of illness. You know, you know when people get really feverish. Anyway, so she dated him, but she was like still really into like Korean stuff. So he went and flew over to see her, and I think he had a good time. But apparently she used to have like random anger outbursts at him, so he was like kind of scared of her. And then she never went to Japan to see him. She only ever went to South Korea to go to her like her K-pop concerts. So every time she went to South Korea, that was the only chance he got to see her. So he had to book the hotels and everything and pay for everything. So she basically got free holidays to South Korea to see her K-pop bands and, you know, free accommodations. So that's I don't know if when you say work, Prinny, it depends. Like, I don't know. I personally don't want to be used for that kind of stuff for me, personally. So I got used up. But that's been like every single one of his relationships, apart from the last one before this current girl, the Brazilian girl he was with. I don't know why she liked him so much, thinking about it. The one he broke up with because he said she's too dumb.
Poor Snow, I should get a sugar daddy. I don't know why he loves being a sugar daddy so much. Like, I remember I was on the train with him once, so I don't remember where we were going. I asked him, like, why do you keep, like, giving loads of money to these girls? Like, doesn't that make you feel bad that you're basically being used for money? Like, doesn't this make you feel sad? Like, don't you feel upset that, because there's so much more to you. You're a nice person. You're you know, you're quiet, but you know, you're not like totally brain dead. You know, you're fun to talk to. Sometimes when you do talk, you know, it's fun. You have your worth as a human. So like, why do you want to reduce your worth to just being like, you know, used for money? Why do you want to just be a wallet? I can't remember what his answer was. I think it's I think he said something like okay, so it's low self-esteem, right? He doesn't think he has anything worth it other than money. So he thinks the only thing good enough about him is that he can give, like, the only thing he has is money, is what he sees. I wonder if there's similar psychology within hostess clubs. Not really, because the way hostess clubs, the main way hostess clubs work in Japan is like rich business people getting women to service them. They don't get like emotionally addicted to the hostess, because you have to bear in mind, at least in Japan, it's mainly rich men who go to hostess clubs and they just play around with the women, whereas host clubs is a bit different. Like, women kind of do get obsessed with the hosts. Men are pre-programmed to enjoy providing by default, especially to their own detriment. Really? I've never experienced that. Would always be better for Snowy Kabukicho? I mean, what? I know, because he still wants... I asked him that too. I was like, why don't you just go to a hostess club or like a soap plan then? Like, if you're just going to spend money, you might as well get something in return. No, but I think his way of wooing, like trying to get the female and wooing them or like courting them, is through money maybe. Like, he wants to make himself seem attractive and maybe useful to them by paying for things. But obviously, all that results in are these women just using him because they feel entitled to that money for some reason. Like, Snowy, whenever we used to go out, just, you know, we were just friends, right? But even though we're friends, like, he used to treat me a lot to, like, meals and stuff. And I never felt entitled to that, and I never, ever, ever took that for granted. Every time he paid for my meals, I would, like, forcefully pay for, like, the next one. Or I'd always get him, like, you know, a gift or something to make up for it. Like, I never let him be... Because it's not that he just only pays for, like, these women he's courting. Like, he's a nice person. He also pays for his friends, right? Because I do think internally he's just a nice person. And I do the same thing. I often pay for my friends as well when I go out with, you know, to eat with them or something. But I never felt entitled or, like, felt like, oh, I deserve that, or, you know, he should be paying for me whenever we went out to eat. I always either paid back, I covered the next meal. Like, I think this also happens a lot in the UK with friends. I don't know if this is just like some sort of culture thing, but it's like when you pay for rounds at the pub, right? One person pays for a round, the next person pays for the round. So that's the kind of thing I guess I was trying with Snowy, because I guess naturally he kind of felt like he had to pay for everything, but I did pay back and stuff. But like, I guess the other girls never did that. And I do think it's to do with their personalities. They had that natural sort of entitlement to them. But I wouldn't feel good if I were with someone like that. Like, I wouldn't feel happy if I paid for someone's meal and they took it for granted, or they felt entitled to that. I would feel really upset. I'd feel really used. So that's why I asked Snowy, like, doesn't it make you feel really bad? Like, why would you want to make yourself feel like that? I don't know. Maybe I'll never understand. I would never understand. Are you saying you're better than other girls? I mean, those one, yes. But obviously not all girls are like that. Like, my female friends are not like that. I don't think I'd ever... Like, I only have two very close female friends, right? Ocean and Menno. And they're not like that. So, I don't think I could be, like, close friends with someone like that. If Snow ever ran out of money, he'd been... But his daddy is a sugar daddy. I mean, he's not even, like, that rich. I don't think he's rich enough to be a sugar daddy.
He doesn't want the Japanese girls. The Japanese girls don't want him either. Was a Splendid Daddy a popular diss a while back? Yeah, Splendid Daddy. Japanese brain, men should pay everything. No, but Maho, none of these girls were Japanese. They were all Western, like American or some sort of like they're all American thinking about it. All American or some maybe a European as well. They just had a very entitled sort of attitude, I guess. Actually, no, it was mainly American. No, it was all American thinking about it. But again, one thing you have to also remember, right? He always targeted the really, really, really pretty girls. So I think one of the reasons those girls felt entitled is because they had a lot of guys, especially like Japanese men, like for tripping over their feet to like, you know, pay for these girls and, you know, treating them like queens. So I think that might be another reason why those girls were so entitled, because obviously they had a lot of people like that. Who can afford Splendor in this economy? Asta's own sucralose. We're gonna go to my regular sugar. Forget about sweetness. Hopefully this British girl treats him well. I mean, he seems to have been with her for a while, right? I think so. Maybe he's going... I honestly know. He doesn't talk. He doesn't really tell me things. I don't know. I think he's an ATM. Well, like I said, yeah. I think it is the entitledness must come from the fact that, like, really these super pretty girls. So that I think they're just used to a lot of, like, guys just paying for them all the time. And that might be where the entitledness came from. The whole pretty privilege thing, right? If you weren't raised well and you had like just the pretty privilege thing, like you got treated well all the time but you took it for granted, then that's why it can affect some people's attitudes. But yeah, okay, going back I think to what I was saying originally, which I forgot my original point before I started digressing. Yes, I was talking about my day. So last night I was working on donathon goals and everything. So the PC I want is going to be a PC that's going to be future proof. Like I need this PC to last me about 8 years or more. Dating apps are pretty asymmetrical too. Women get swamped with desperate. Yes, exactly. So I'm sure they must have had like a ton of... Because I remember we spoke about that. I remember maybe a few streams ago we spoke about like how the advantage was all towards the women. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, so I need this PC because I was supposed to, like, again, my intention was always to get a PC upgrade. So it's going to be expensive, especially in this economy with PC part prices being expensive. PC for 8 years, yes! Mom, my current PC has lasted me for 6 years and I could push it for a further 2. So if I get a new PC, I'm sure I can push it for 8 years. Well, I can become... Oh, if I become super rich in the next 3 years, I can get another upgrade by myself. But at least I need this PC to last me for a while, so it's going to be an expensive one. So, I discussed it with the chips yesterday, and we thought, okay, they said a donathon would be best, and having, like, incentives or goals or whatever, like mini goals or whatever. So, that's what we're going to do. Again, this is really hard for me because I don't know like what to do as these goals. These like things like, oh my god, chat decides my Domino's toppings. Wow, like, oh, I eat a McDonald's burger. Oh my god, ah! You know, like, I don't really know what's a good like goal incentive thing. We came up with a few. I don't know if it's enough, honestly, but Domino's toppings, pineapples and sardine. They do pineapples, they don't do sardines. You could have just made this worse by saying the tuna sweet corn with pineapple. Okay, how about we don't put the Domino's toppings? C's chocolate hot chocolate. No, 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 no. Make the most complicated origami. And that'll be just like a silent stream because I'll be so locked in. But yeah, I'll be doing a donathon. I was working until like 12 o'clock in the afternoon, like on the graphics and like making the goals and stuff. And also I was like having a meeting with like Yoe and the staff, like talking about the logistics. And because obviously it's a donathon and not like a fundraiser anymore, of course it completely changed how the company will have to handle it. And like the original agreement I had with the company regarding this, which means that the donathon goal will have to be higher. So obviously the company can get their share, as they should. You know, I'm under a contract, but I can still have enough to buy the PC, and obviously it has to be run properly and everything like that. So it was a lot of work, and I kind of sprung it on Yoe like out of nowhere and last minute. So I was working on that until about like about 11:30 or like noon. And then, around noon, yeah. Go then for working with you. I think the worst part was, I was like, adamantly telling you, I'm never doing a donathon, never! Screw donathons, I hate donathons, hate this concept, what am I, charity? And like, you was like, yes, okay, I do never do a donathon. And then, after saying all of that for like a year, I said to him, Yoe, Can you hop in the meeting office if you're free? Drooping face. I'm like, Yoe, actually, I was thinking about it. I was consulting the elders. And they all believe that a donathon may be the best way to go about this.
$4.04 has been fished from John Krispy Kreme. Thanks for keeping this server running. Heard you're doing a donathon. Where shall I send the donuts?
Oh my god, a donathon? Hold on a second. Wait a second. Imagine donuts? John Krispy Kreme? Sponsor me? I'll do a donathon. Hey, listen, John Krispy Kreme. John Cream. Mr. John Crispy. Mr. Crispy John Cream. If you sponsor me, I will do a donathon. I will literally like eat donuts until I explode. I would do it. I would do it. Did you say elders? I did say elders. I was consulting the council of elders. the elder council. Did you only have to materialize new rules on the spot for it? Well, it's more like he had to figure out the logistics. And I told him, listen, I've got everything planned out. I've got, listen, these are the goals, this is the list, this is the amount, this is the way the company split will work and everything, and this is the contingency in case, like, obviously the main goal is to get the PC. And then I was like, if the company doesn't make it, like, if we don't make enough, like, can we perhaps use the majority of it on my PC because I kind of need the PC. Like, I was trying to help as much as I could, but obviously there's like back-end logistics I have to plan and everything, so I felt bad. I kind of sprung it on him out of nowhere. But yeah. I feel like with your avatar you'd expire after 1.5. Shh. Quiet. Don't say that out loud. Ever. And when you pull it out, say something like that again, Daddy's gonna get mad. Anyway, I was working on that until like noon. And then I went to sleep, I think around 12:30. I'm not sure. What I do know is I woke up because I heard fish! Oh, shh, should I shout? Fish! Fish! And I'm like, I stayed silent because at that point I thought I'm not going to answer her. I need to sleep. So I thought to myself, okay, if I stay silent, she's going to assume I'm asleep. She's going to assume I'm asleep. So I just stayed silent and leave me alone. No. I kid you not. Not even 10 minutes later, I hear her open the fridge to get her after-school snack, which was, I think, a rhubarb crumble with custard, right? I hear her opening the fridge. I hear some shuffling sounds. And then I hear a loud splat noise. And then I hear her gasp.
And then I hear some more shuffling, like scrambling sounds. Then I hear footsteps coming towards my door. And then I hear a very hesitant knock. Fish. And I said, what? It spilled all the cream. So I had a pot of double cream. I had about 300 milliliters of double cream in a pot, which I use for cooking, right? She clumsily, as she was trying to get the custard, she accidentally knocked over the pot of cream. So in the UK, they don't have plastic lids on top in efforts to like reduce some plastic. So they just have like a little flap, right? And she knocked it over. It went splattering all over the fridge and all over the ground. Now, I have never cleaned up spilt cream before. I've cleaned up spilt oil. I've cleaned up spilt milk, but I've never cleaned up spilt cream. So, she was like, and I said, and obviously I knew that it's going to be hard to clean, so I was like, oh my god, bear in mind, I was running on 3 hours of sleep. My brain was hurting. I was literally feeling pain inside my brain, and my entire body was like in pain. And I got up. The sight I saw like upset me. There was cream. She spilled 300. There's a completely new pot of cream. It's just like I didn't use a tiny dash of it. And she spilled the entire 300 mils all over the ground, all over the floor, all over the fridge. And I felt like I was in despair. I literally just stood there. There was one tiny piece of tissue. I think she tried to wipe it and she realized, oh no, tissue does not absorb cream. Cream doesn't have the same viscosity as like water, and it doesn't absorb into tissue like oil does. So I looked at that tissue in despair, just standing there. I stood there for a good 2 to 3 minutes just staring at the mess. The fridge was opened. There was cream all over the fridge, inside, outside, on the doors, all over the ground, all over the floor. I was just standing, and you guys don't... I was literally just standing there, like, zoned out, hair messy, because I just got out of bed. Just staring at all the mess. She silently slunk into her room because I think she knew like I was about to like lose it. I didn't lose it. I'm not a violent or aggressive person. I just sighed. And I have this like very heavy... How do you clean it? Okay, so Maho, it took me about 10 minutes to clean this. So I have this really heavy duty kitchen tissue. Then this tissue is designed to like mop up like kind of mop up spills. Now, regular tissue, like this thing doesn't get absorbed. Cream doesn't absorb. So what I had to do, well, first I had to like scoop out all the cream that was on the fridge and on the door of the fridge. I tried to scoop all of that out. And then what I had to do was, I could have diluted the cream with water, because if I had done that, it would have been mopped up with the tissue. The tissue would have absorbed it and picked it up. However, there was so much cream on the ground, if I had diluted it with water, it would have gone under the fridge, and that would be significantly harder to clean. So what I did was, I used the large, thick, heavy-duty tissue designed to mop up spills. I used that to scoop the cream, and I had to use a lot of that. And I was scooping up the cream as much as I could. And then with the rest, you can like, the residual cream, you can wipe it. So what you're left with is, okay, the problem with cream, right, it hardens. And when it hardens, it's really hard to clean. It doesn't come off. It starts curdling, and you have to scrape it. So, I had to, so I scooped it up with the tissue. When most of it came off, it was already starting to harden, which is the issue. So then I had to basically get on my hands and knees and literally scrub with a wet sponge and you know, washing up liquid. I had to scrub the fridge and the floor, like literally like scrubbing it. And once the floor was scrubbed by hand and the fridge and everything, I had to get more. I couldn't like put water everywhere. So I got like wet wipes and tried to basically, not wet wipes, it was already spongy and wet, right? So I got tissues and tried to wipe it again. And then once the majority of everything was wiped, then I went over with a wet wipe, like with just water. Like a little sponge thing with just water. And then I wiped everything with water. After that was done,
I did a Dettol antibacterial spray over everything and wiped it with a tissue, and then it was all dry. So it was a very long process to clean up cream. Guys, the story here is never spill cream, double cream. It is hard to clean up, very hard to clean up. And I was already 3 hours asleep. My head was in pain. I was not in a good mood. She killed Elmia double cream. Elmia is not double cream. Elmia is vegetable fat. It's not real cream. You shouldn't drink that. Go just get your supermarket standard double cream. That's actual real cream. My mom was great, but one of her deficiencies was not understanding that I was absolutely ravenous when I got home from school. I was torture waiting for dinner. Well, the thing is with kids, right? Their main meals are either like, you know, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock in the morning, then at noon, and then at like 7. That gap is too long.
From Melody S. Thanks for keeping this server running. Future Pancake Fund.
No, Melody, no! Melody, no! Melody! Melody, I have a donut-thon next week. Don't give me money. Don't give me money. Save it for next week. You could give me $20 next week and then never give me money again. Oh, darling Melody, thank you so much. And also, good morning, Melody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Darling Melody, thank you so much. Pancake fun. I made these myself. I made this myself. Yeah, no, because kids, there's like a big gap between lunch and dinner. You need like a snack in between, so that's why she always has a snack to eat when she gets home. And also, like I told you have to make sure she has her fruits and yogurts and stuff like that as well. But also you have to remember, right, because she was in private school, she was also very used to eating like afternoon tea, so they always had their snacks in between lunch and dinner. Spilled a whole bottle of oil once and it seeped on the linoleum and then absolutely ruined it all. That was a bad day. Yeah. Spilling oil or like, you know, cream is really bad. Cream is the worst because it gets rancid. I guess if I were in that position, I'd try to scoop up with a dustpan and brush. Yeah, I would not, because then I'd have to clean the dustpan and brush. Why would I want to create some more work for myself? What did we learn? Don't leave the kid alone by themselves. She's 13! She's just clumsy! But you're right. This is why I shouldn't sleep. This is why I can't remain asleep. If you guys wonder, wait, why can't you sleep longer, Fish? Why can't you sleep when she gets back home from school? That's why. There you go. That's why I can't carry on sleeping when she's home. You get paid next week. You put it straight in your savings. You hear me? You hear me? Don't make me pull it out. Elmia isn't cream. I've been right to your entire life. Yeah, actually, that's their whole point of their marketing. They try to market themselves as double cream. But if you notice, nothing on their packaging or the labels in the supermarket says they're double cream. They're not allowed to because they don't have double cream inside them. It's vegetable fat. And Japan does this too. So Japan has these like things that are like sold as double cream, but it's just vegetable fat. They get afternoon tea at school? In private schools they do. Yes. Yep. So yeah, I was like in a really bad mood. Just cleaned up this massive spill that took me ages. Heading back to bed thinking I can't deal with her today. I need to sleep. Like I'll just wake up when it's dinner time and, you know, I'll wake up when it's dinner time and I'll you know, and wake up when to give her dinner. No. As soon as I got into bed, phone rings. Loud, yappy voice. Hey, Fish! I'm 20 minutes away. Are you home? It's Billy. I'm just down the road. I have a car now. Are you cooking anything? What's for dinner? I'll bring food. I'll bring ingredients. What do you need me to bring? And he had already called my sister and told her he was coming. He already told her, so she was like excited, like, oh my god, Fish! Billy's coming, Billy's coming!
So I got out of bed, told him what to buy from Sainsbury's, said FaceTime me when you're in Sainsbury's, I'll tell you what to get. 20 minutes later, Billy shows up and I'm cooking in the kitchen like a damn maid. Melody, thank you so much for the gift of the membership. Melody, what did I say? You keep that to yourself. Keep it to yourself, Melody. Don't make me pull it out. I'm being serious, Melody, but thank you so much. You went to private school and you didn't get afternoon tea? Maybe it's not all schools do it then. But thank you so much, Melanie. At least he's bringing the ingredients. True. Yes. No, I would have straight up said no, no food. I know, because he asked me if there's food, and I said there's no food at home. Like, only my sister has food, but, like, there's no food for him. And he's like, oh, yeah, I'll bring ingredients. I'll bring food. What should I bring? And then he says it's 20 minutes away, and he showed up in 20 minutes. Yeah, actually, yeah, true. But, Zed, I feel like you're never gonna get a membership at this point. I'm sorry, Zed. One day, Zed. Or Zed, once you move over to Twitch, I'll personally gift you the membership myself, Zed. You've been here from the start. You've been working so hard to try and get sniped. I'll give you it. My cousin is 20 minutes away. She replies to you 3 hours later. I think it's because he was already out. If he was like at someone's house, he probably would have been later. Anyway, so he turns up. I have to cook, and I cooked him a bunch of I cooked him the thing that my sister likes, the cheeseburger macaroni thing I make. So we're all in the living room just chatting, and my sister was telling him about, you know, when Fish Bro came and started like rifling through my cupboards trying to take food and stuff. Oh, Maha, thank you for the gifted membership. Oh, CJ got it. Congratulations. Thank you, Maha. Love you, Maha. Thank you. Arigato. Maho-chan, kyomo kawaii desu ne. He's coming around no matter what you said. That's why you rang your sister first. He did. He rang my sister to tell her he's coming. He rang me to ask if there's food at home. Anyway, guys, you don't understand. You know, now he's got a car. Now he's got a car. It means he's going to be coming every week and wanting me to cook. So I cooked dinner. I got it ready on... We're laughing at Fishbro about what he did and everything. We're just catching up and everything. And then I put dinner on the plates. I fed both of them. And they're both eating like ravenous wolves. And I'm like, why are you eating like triple the portion? Like, what is going on? They're like, oh, it's because your food is so good, Fish. Your food is so tasty, blah, blah, blah. And they're like stuffing their faces. And both of them are really stupid. Both my sister and Billy. And then they started fighting and everything. And then I said, listen, you got tuition in 10 minutes. Billy, you need to leave. And you need to go to your room and start preparing for tuition. Stop fighting. Stupid kids. And then by the time they were all done, it was already about 8 p.m. 2 hours away from stream. Then my sister, the internet stopped working. She couldn't connect to her tuition. I had to tether my mobile internet for her. And then I was cleaning up everything from making dinner. By the time everything was done, her tuition was done, cleaning up was done, I got my phone back, it was already past 9. And then I messaged here telling you guys, sorry guys, I'm going to be a bit late to stream. And then I kind of laid down and passed out for a bit. Because bear in mind, I was doing all this running on 3 hours of sleep. Woke up at like 10 when my stream was supposed to start. And I was trying to prepare making the pancakes, and I realized I have no milk. So I had to run to the supermarket and get milk. It was just a long day. And then I'm here, and now I'm here. Don't me. Thank you so much for the gifted membership! I can't even pay directly because YouTube and Twitch hate my country and my pancakes. The idea of me buying stuff on the internet outside of it. It might be why you're not getting the membership set as well. Yeah, I think it might be because of that. But W Stinky, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Perhaps you can get lifts from Billy now? Yes, thankfully. I'm gonna get him to take me to a farm shop. Okay, bye, Maho!
Thank you so much. Have a good day at work. Oshikoto ganbatte. Wait, no. It's weekend. Have a good weekend, Maha. Yeah, I think I'll go and I'll make him drop me to the supermarket and stuff. It will work out. He's got a car now. But yeah, that's good actually for me. I've got someone with a car who's gonna visit just for food. Yeah, that was my day, guys. A very tough day, very, very long day. I am absolutely dying right now. My head is in like pain all around like a circle. And bah! Bah! Taco, what are you doing? Save your money! There's literally... I was literally saying there's gonna be a donathon next week. Stop spending your money now! Guys, do not give anything right now. Do you understand? There's gonna be a donathon next week. Give it to Stream Elements instead. He's mugging us? Oh, is that what it is? Taco, are you mugging them? Are you gift mugging them? Are you membership mugging them? Are you member mugging right now? Is that what you're doing? You're member mugging? You're trying to aura farm by member mugging? He's trying to aura max by member mugging everyone else right now. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Taco. Please don't do that though. There's gonna be a donathon next week. I don't want you guys to like waste your money right now. So please save it and wait for next week's donathon. Yasu! No, Yasu. Yasu, you're not supposed to do that. Yasu, what the hell?
$4.04 has been fixed from John Botman. Thanks for keeping this server running. Heard you're doing a donathon. Where shall I send the kebabs?
Oh my god. Guys, I'm literally telling you right now. I'm literally telling you a week in advance. There will be a donathon next week. Stop giving me stuff right now. Stop it. I would pull it out. Don't make daddy mad. Don't make daddy angry. Yes, you literally have to save up for your PC. You don't have a job. You're supposed to save up for your gaming PC. Don't do this. Oh my god. Thank you so much, Taco. Love you, Taco. Thank you so much. And thank you, Yasu as well. You stupid kid. Why did you do this? You're supposed to save that for your future gaming PC. I'm gonna slap you with my belt. Can't believe this. No, I wanted to try and to get Zedrion. I think Zedrion can't get gifted memberships. I think his account actually can't get it. So he can't get sniped. Oh, thank you, Yasu. You're so stupid. Stupid. Thank you for the gifted membership. No, don't send. Okay, listen, guys. For the donathon, no YouTube stuff. Gifted memberships. Oh, super chats don't count. It's only Stream Elements. Okay, don't do that. Don't do it. So please, just save your money, please. Thank you for the super chat. Stop dropping your wallets. Guys, my sister's sleeping. Don't make me scream. Guys, keep your wallet closed. Put it in your back jeans pocket. I know you have one. Your streamer mom's gonna paddle me. I'm gonna get a baseball bat and bat you into space. Guys, I appreciate it. I really do. But I'm gonna be like, you know, humbly asking you to perhaps maybe donate $1 to my donathon next week. So like, don't spend money now, okay? I'm gonna steal your mom's credit card. No, don't do that. If super cats and gifted don't count, doesn't mean they're free. No. They're not free. You don't give them at all. That's what it means, okay? $1. Yeah, because if like...
Thanks for keeping this server running. So just these for the donathon, right?
It's not the donathon right now! Guys, I'm gonna get violent. I'm telling you. I'm getting violent right now. I'm feeling violent.
I'm feeling so violent right now. I'm feeling violent. I'm feeling Texan. Alright, you're bringing out the Texan in me. Taco? It's next week, the donathon. Next week, not now. Why would you give $50 now? Why now? It's not the donathon right now. Melody, thank you so much for the gifted membership. But you're always super chatting this. No. Guys, can't you just wait until next week? Because then it becomes a celebration party, right? Please don't do it this week. Please. Save your money, please. Oh, wow, your nails boo. Yes, not this again. What is it called when you harass someone by throwing money? Finn? With Finn? Like the one on my head? Thank you for the $1. I can just donate on birthdays? No. You have to wait until next week. Says it, thank you for the super chat. But no. You have to wait until next week. Guys, don't do it now. I'm literally telling you this a week in advance. Like, I'm only going to announce the graphic and everything on, like, Monday, I think. But I'm telling you guys this early, like, a week in advance, so you guys know to save up. Like, don't spend your money now. Spend it when it actually, like, I don't know, is going towards a goal. Just don't send anything now. Oh, you're wasting your money. Because all of this is going to go in my Lambo fund. You guys want me to buy a Lambo with this? Because I'm not going to buy the PT with it. I'm going to buy a Lambo with it. Finn Hara is when your streamer headbutts you and you end up with stab. You guys don't know how strong my Finn is. But yeah, guys, donathon next week. Please don't hate me. Please don't hate me. The money could be 10 MB more RAM. Hello, streamer viewers. Bye, I was just about to leave. You're kind of late. Baby, look at my pancakes. You like my pancakes? Look. Look at this. Okay, they look kind of ugly close up. Don't look at it. If my goal is to get Fish a Lambo, I already have like 42. You want me to get me another one? Greedy streamer takes all her fans' money and spends it on Lambos? You're at work! Aha. At work instead of eating pancakes, huh? On Pancake Friday? Your pancakes look like pizza. Did you post pictures of it? If it looks like pizza, did you put the pizza topping on? Why do you doo-doo all over it? This is caramel sauce. It's literally delicious caramel sauce. It's banoffee pancake. It's banana and caramel. But yeah, guys, don't hate me when you see don't hate me. Think, oh my god, she's become like all the other VTubers. Oh my god, my streamer. She's become like the rest of them. She's become like all the other VTubers. She's not like all. She used to be not like all the other VTubers, and now she's suddenly become like all the other VTubers. I can't believe this. Don't be like that. Oh, your boys ate the pancakes. Well, at least they liked it. She used to be so different. And now she does donathons to like steal money to buy for more Lambos and private jets and whatever else streamers spend their money on. Can't believe this. Shaking my head. Shaking my head. Oh no, streamers like all the others. I just know that's gonna be put in the dock. I just know it. Should I eat the rest of my pancake? Bah! Choking. Bah! I keep seeing condensed milk in every shop I'm in now, and it keeps making me want to buy some caramelized. You can buy the caramelized condensed milk. They sell it. That's literally what is on my pancake, by the way. That's why it tastes so good. It's Carnation's caramelized condensed milk. It tastes better, way better than just like regular caramel sauce. Bah. Drinking from the can? What are we? Americans? Anyway, guys. I am dying. I am dying. I really wanted to stream yesterday, but I had to, like, you know, get important stuff done. I was supposed to stream Pragmata. I didn't get to do it. Would you guys hate me if I replaced Sunday's stream with Pragmata? You guys hate me? No Nerd Vecna gameplay? Pragmata instead? Americans! Yeah, Americans. Americans. I need to throw those blueberries away. Yeah, the single parent game for a single parent like me. Oh yeah, I was telling you, remember I was telling you guys a couple of weeks ago. Was it 3 weeks ago? I don't remember. I told you guys a few weeks ago I was gonna do a tweet where I kind of clear up the whole single mother thing, because, like, you know how people are actually believing that, you know, I'm a real single mother and stuff. I don't, because I kind of want to make the title funny, like single mother plays single parent game or something, but I kind of don't want to deal with any more comments of people saying, oh, how could you bring a child into this world, blah 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 blah. So do you think I should do that tweet before I play the game? That's the question. Hello, I'm a new sub. Hello, I'm a new sub. I'm Fish. Is it that bad that you have to tweet about it? I mean, it's more that I stopped the jokes, right? Because I don't want, like, the company to be affected. But I kind of want to do it as a kind of like a disclaimer, you know? But also, I think it's because I realized, right? My last official tweet was that I had to go back to the UK, and I never did an update tweet. So people who are like Twitter only, or people who don't really have time to catch up with my content, they probably don't really know what's going on in my life right now. They're probably like opening my YouTube, or they see my tweets where I say, oh, single mother cooking or whatever, and they're probably so confused. So I feel like I should clear it up just for people who just don't have time to watch streams and stuff. Who's hating on children? Well, they specifically hate single mothers. What if you change it to single father? Has the weirdo scratching their heads? That's true. Oh my god, maybe that's what I do. But that would be the stream. You can say that because it's because of the games and the meme. And I'll be like, single parent, play single parent game. You know? Twitter only, they exist. I assume so, because, like, I have a lot of Twitter followers, but they don't really watch my streams. A single dad plays single dad game. Plays single dad game. Maybe. Guys, I'm tired. Pancakes are not real food? What are they, fake food? Pancakes are just smooth, round waffles. But then you can say waffles. Then you can say waffles are, grid pancakes. Not enough for dinner. This is the only thing I've eaten today. Dimpled pancakes? No, like whole checkered pancakes. Grid pancakes. Waffles and pancakes with a shoe print. Oh, do you not have holes? Oh, true, they don't have holes, do they? Okay, they're just like crisscrossed. Okay, then you can say waffles are crisscross pancakes. A grilled pancakes? Oh, true. It's a grilled crisscross pancakes. Waffles are waffled pancakes. It's like bagels and donuts. Okay, bagels and donuts are completely different though, because bagels and donuts have different cooking methods and also different ingredients. Like one's a, like, they're completely different. Actually, that's how I felt when I just explained that. Hey, waffles aren't actually waffles and what are waffle cart chips? Then you could say waffled then, right? You can say waffles or waffled pancakes. Because I guess waffle chips, waffle cut chips, that means waffle is a thing. Now waffle sounds like a weird fake word. Waffles are pancakes cooked in a mold. In a grill, right? It's a grilled pancake. What are you waffling on about? Waffles are just a hashtag shape. Mods, kill her. Kill her for saying hashtag. Kill her for saying hashtag. When your teacher's going on about something, you say the waffling, but then you never say the pancaking. It makes you think, maybe it's because of the crisscross pattern. Can't you say crisscross then? It's a crisscross. Waffles are a waffles are a crisscross pancake. No hashtags allowed. Back in the day, we called that a pound key. We just call it a hash in the UK. A hash. There's a pancake house. Wait, but Waffle House sells pancakes, doesn't it? Oh my god, look at Bybee just got taken out back. That's what you get, Bybee. That's what you get. Enjoy that. Enjoy the feel of the cold bullet. Ashes off for breakfast impossible. Okay. Actually, question. Do you guys... What do you actually prefer? Waffles or pancakes? I'm gonna judge you by your answer, so think carefully before you answer this. Waffles or pancakes? Wait, what? There must be an IHOW? Like, American restaurant called IHOP? IHOP? What did that even stand for? I hate pancakes? Pancakes, hotcakes, well, there's a pancakes. Neither? Depends on topping. Waffles? Pancakes? Well, then what do you mean French toast? Did I ask about French toast, Gabriel? Pancakes, crepes, that's also pancakes. Pancakes, waffles, pancakes? Pancakes will have a pan to cook with? Okay, no. Do you okay, what do you prefer? Hold on. Let me change the question. If you had a waffle maker at home, you already had one at home, a waffle maker, and you also had a pan to make pancakes. You already have both equipments. Or okay, no. Let's say you go to a restaurant and the options are pancakes or waffles with the exact same toppings. Which one are you ordering? That's the question. Okay, everyone answer again from the beginning. Start again from the beginning. Pancakes or waffles? In a restaurant, same price, exactly the same toppings. Yeah, the super nice, crispy, delicious waffles. But it's the same ingredient. Like the pancake batter is exactly the same in the waffle maker and it is in the same as, you know, the fry pan. Okay, I see. So now you change your mind, huh? Now you want waffles. See, my answer here is waffles. Okay, comments still like pancakes. Pancakes at IHOP, waffles at Waffle House. Oh. Okay, you know what Mono said? Waffles so I can feel the funny shapes in my mouth. Yes, that's the reason why I would choose waffles too, but also because waffles have more surface area to them. They have more crispy bits. And I like the whole caramelized sugar in the batter because of the more surface area. So actually the only right answer is waffles and everyone else is wrong. Everyone else is wrong. You guys chose the wrong one and now everyone has to be bad. Every pancake chooser has to be bad. I bet Belgian waffles are really delicious. They're really delicious. If I had a waffle maker, I would eat waffles every day for a month and shove it to the back of the cupboard and never use it again. They do sell them like toasty makers, right?
You like circles over squares, but you can you can have circle-shaped waffles. Let's go. Let's continue the agenda. The waffle agenda. Alright, have you been well? What do you mean sleepy? Is it not morning in Asia right now? Thank you for 14 months, Dave. W, have you been well? I've been looking at your art lately. Because I have like a whole bunch of it. You know the art that you did? The speaky thing? I made it into a sticker, but I don't know how to use it. Like, I want to use it for something, but I don't know what to use it for. These young people things. Pancakes are low skills, but they always be messing up waffles. But even the waffle maker... That's what I'm saying! The waffles have so much surface area, you can do so much more with it. Circle waffles with squares in them, best of both worlds. Yeah, because usually waffles are circle. Well, anything with this super chat. Hey, what did I say about saving money? Pancake crew is a good run. Okay, listen, both have their benefits. Both have their benefits, okay? Speaky. I turned it into a sticker. Hold on, let me post it in the... I turned it in... I have like a server for myself. Just my own notes. What the hell? I just opened Discord and I'm drowning in KB's orange juice. Or drink. Anyway, hold on. I turned it into a sticker. Because it looks funny. But what am I supposed to use it for? Like, what context? When I'm laughing or something? You need to teach me, Rhoda. I was hoping to see you again so you can teach me how to use this. Crepes are French thin budget level pancake. Zaku, are you still here? Zaku? Zaku, quick! Quick! They're saying bad things about France! Help, Zaku, quick! You change it into at a restaurant. If I was making waffles, I'd make them right. But like a good... Okay, I said restaurant because restaurants would do good.
Thanks for keeping this server running. I heard there's an international person making pancakes over here, possibly in a house. Do I need to get the lawyers involved?
John? IHOP? When I say IHOP, is that supposed to be how you pronounce it? Pancake in a house? Okay, so our pancake... Okay, is IHOP and Waffle House, are they rivals? Are they like Naruto and Sasuke? Goku and Vegeta? Bakugo and Deku? Like, are they like rivals? Is that what's the kind of thing that's going on here? Is that what it is? Like team Pancake goes to IHOP and Team Waffle goes to Waffle House? Make a poll, waffles or pancakes? I can vote for hotcakes. I mean, technically, what are hotcakes then? I thought hotcakes were pancakes, like American pancakes. Anyway, W John IHOP, I guess, for the money. I'll be putting that in the Lambo fund. Thank you very much. I remember making crepes in French class and they're pretty cute. You cooked in your French class? Buh. IHOP is everywhere and Waffle House is regional. Oh. It's more like Naruto and the random weak ninja. Wait, so who's Naruto and who's the weak ninja? IHOP is weak compared to Waffle House? So Waffle House is Naruto? IHOP's not even in a competition? Okay. I've decided. Every week, you guys need to suggest to me like a famous restaurant or something in you know, like Waffle House and IHOP and Denny's and those kinds of like American places. You guys need to give me a list and every week we're gonna look through the menu together. You guys teach me about these dishes, the food we're gonna look at inside, what they look like inside, and you guys are gonna teach me about the culture and like what happens there and what the food's like. I need to learn. Because this is very interesting to me. Waffle House is a beast of a chain. Wow. Wow! Wow! That's like Japanese! Wow is for the 4 AM drunk watching. Wait, what? Waffle is really cute. You don't have Waffle House in the UK because houses are too small to serve food from. Do they actually look like houses though? Waffle House. Now I want to go to Waffle House. Woohoo! Guys, I need to sleep. Why am I still here? Why are we talking about Waffle House? Anyway, we need to somehow make a list of all the places. So I can actually Google. We can look at the menu. You can teach me stuff about it. I'm actually so curious. I love like American restaurants and stuff. It is eat time, guys. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Jump into any diner in Jersey and you learn the stories. What, do people talk to you in those? Do Americans? Okay, actually, I have another question. When Americans are, you know, in diners or whatever, do they talk to strangers? Like, do they talk to other random diners? There's only one IHOP in my city or a dozen of Waffle Houses. Waffle Houses countrywide. Waho is Maho's counterpart, like Waluigi. Scattered, smothered, and topped is P. Scattered, smothered, and topped. What the hell does that mean? What are you saying, Melody? Is this some kind of like slogan one of these places have? How do you like your hash browns? Okay, I think hash browns in America and hash browns in the UK are different. Hash browns in the UK are triangle shaped. So I don't know how to answer your question. I actually don't know how to answer that. No sleep, any yap? I've been awake for so long. I'm gonna be violent. But you don't want to say goodbye. Did you just finish work, Zero? Guys, it's time to say goodbye. I'm tired. I'm actually feeling violent. Feeling angry. If you sit at the bar, like approachable, but not. What about diners though? Like Waffle House. If you went to a Waffle House, do you talk to like random people? Oh. Most people chat with the servers. Buh. I could never work in America. I'll get scared when people start talking to me. Triangle hash browns? Yeah. You guys don't have that? Yeah, triangle shaped and shredded hash browns? But hash browns are shredded potato. Oh, you're off today. Oh. What did you do today? A violent anime woman. No! You need anger release rooms so you can like smash furniture. I'm just not a violent person. I know you guys won't believe this. I can't hit things. Like, I don't have rage in me to take out on physically. Like, I've never ever reached. I think the only time I've ever felt violent, like I could have actually like done something and swung, was when my mom used to like actually rage bait me back when I was living at home when I was like a teenager, and she would be quite let's just say she was quite aggressive with me. I think that was the last time I ever remember from memory ever feeling so angry and enraged to the point where I felt physically violent, where I needed to release my anger like physically. And that was obviously a very long time ago, and ever since I left home I've never felt that way. So I think I have to be like yeah, I think it's a very, very specific condition that needs to be unlocked for me to feel that way. I told you random people I'm waiting in line for my pho. I know how to pronounce that, yeah. When aren't you feeling violent? Guys, I'm literally the calmest streamer in the world and I'm almost calmest. I'm Asian, we don't have hash browns. Yes, you do! In McDonald's! In Japan, they sell hash browns in all the convenies and in McDonald's. Waffle House has specific terms for hash brown toppings. Scattered is crispy, smothered is grilled onions, and topped is Dave's chili. Oh my god. That sounds amazing. Yum. Why are the the hash browns triangle? Wait, you don't, so you guys don't have like triangle hash browns and wait, hash
Hash browns. Wait, that's a good question. Wait, now I'm thinking about it. I just googled hash browns and most of them are not triangle. Is it us? Are we weird? British people, are we the problem? Hold on. Oh my god. Guys, this is UK hash browns. Look. Look at this. I can't believe this. Oh my god. Are you saying in America it doesn't look like that? We're never the problem, true. Oh my god, I see Aaron went swimming. You went swimming? Mr. Fly met your grandma! When am I gonna meet your grandma? When is it my turn? Anger room sounds so fun. Would you need that, Flapjack? Would you ever use an anger room? Hash brown is a potato rosti. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Potato rostis are round. Hash browns are triangles. Fish Bro says no. I've actually never... The only time I was like kind of physically violent to Fish Bro was when I was a young teen. I was like really young. I was like, I don't know, 13 or something. And I stopped after I was like 15 maybe. Oh, after I was 14? Okay, from like 12 to 14 maybe, I was a little slightly physically violent towards Fish Bro. But that's because we used to share the same room when we, like, for entertainment, right? We only had one PC and like one console and we used to like switch, remember? Those times. And when we used to watch anime, he would talk a lot, like over the anime or whatever, over the shows we would watch, like Kamen Rider or whatever. He'd start talking over it. And to get him to shut up, I'd have to punch him. So that was the only time. After that, after I was 14, I got a laptop and then I stopped, like, we stopped kind of like, you know, being in the same... No, actually, no, we didn't really stop because every time we watched anime, we still watched it on the same PC. Or like Kamen Rider. But I'm sure I did stop being physically violent towards him. But at least by the time I was 16. I feel very lucky that my mom was extremely non-violent, so I never learned to fear violence. Yeah, I can't say the same about myself. My mom was very violent and aggressive. I've had a nice comment with Waffle House waitress before when the house is empty. Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that. I remember you told us whenever you had like conversations with the Waffle House waitresses. Waffle House like Starbucks, they have their own language. Starbucks does? Oh, like tall, grande, venti. I think the triangle's because of McDonald's, but you know the hash browns in McDonald's in Japan? They're oval shaped. They're oval. They're not triangles. It's still a whole corner. Why did they make it that shape? It's really... I don't actually know. Because again, in the UK, they're... I mean, in Japan, they're oval-shaped in McDonald's. Only be here for 2 years for talking. If you're watching Kamen Rider and he's just constantly yapping over it and talking about spoilers about what's going to happen next, of course. Hitting the mute button. That's basically what it's doing. It's punching him to mute him. I once got kicked out of the house for punching my brother. I got to live with my grandma for a month as well. Oh, your mum was really anti-violence. That's actually really good. Oh, he was upsetting your cat. Okay, deserved. Alright, guys, I have to go. I'm tired. I'm sleepy. Like, we keep talking. We can't keep doing this, guys. I haven't slept for a long time. I'm violent. I'm getting violent. I've gotta go. I've gotta go, guys. I've gotta go. I'm so tired. I've got so much stuff to do before I even sleep. I'm gonna prepare for this. Donathon. And tomorrow my sister's not in school, so I have to actually wake up early. Sorry, I'm having a moment. How much sleep do I even have? I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry. Alright, let's raid into May. Go to sleep or else the crab will find you. Cunny? Cunny's gonna find me? I hope she does. I miss her so much. I miss my crab friend Cunny Zala. Alright. Yeah, let's raid into... Let's raid into Mayfade's birthday week thing he's doing. My nose is blocked. Oh! You know my favorite content creator, Cody Eats? Cody's just uploaded a new food video, and it's one of the food places you guys told me about before, Culver's. Was that Dan who told me about it? I want to watch that. It looks very nice, crispy food. Okay, I'm going to put that in my to watch list. Looks like it's going to be a good watch. I link it. Did I tell you guys that my brother also watched Cody Eats? Isn't that so funny? That Fishbro and I coincidentally sometimes watch the same content creators. He watches Cody Eats. And I remember, you know, even Tak, right? Fishbro was also listening to Tak's music. Yeah, oh, I'm so tired. So tired. I'm tired. Did I set up the raid? I did. Guys, I'm too tired to click into her stream. I'm too tired. Can you say good luck to May or something for me? I'm so tired right now. I'm tired, I'm gonna cry. Alright. Time to finish this. It's time to finish this, everyone. What's the trigger? It's time to finish it. What's the trigger?